going, Mr. Dan? We got the Comics Club. What did he say? I said I can't stay up late talking comic porn. I don't talk comic porn. Don't give me that reputation. Oh man. Let me see. Let me bring up my regular chat so that way I'm not like 30 minutes behind on the chat, man. I don't want to get stuck. All right. Actually, I have a couple of streams that are open. I was watching other people, but I gotta X out of that now because it's too much in my head. All right, I got this chat open. Go to top chat. We go to live chat. There's so many damn shows on tonight. I was gonna have Mr. Rodriguez, and then he said he couldn't come. And then Jabroni has, what does he have tomorrow? He's got military drill because he's in the military, so he does that stuff, which is pretty cool. Thank you, Jabroni. Let's see, John's doing his own late night show, so yeah, he's not here. He's like, you know what? Let me do my own show. Screw Perry. But let me see. Let me think. What else is going on right now? I don't know. Yeah, I just figured, it's Friday night. It's 10:35. I'll probably drop some links in the chat. Have some people jump up and join me this evening throughout the show. Probably have multiple people because that's always a fun time. And I'm actually drinking on some very good fruit punch. I have no more cups left in my house. Everything's in the dishwasher at the moment. So you gotta bring out the fancy stuff. What's up, Lee Smith? How's it going? All right, what was I gonna do? I was gonna do something over here. Is my mic working? I think it's working. All right, let me go over here and bring up this chat. So, yeah, dude, I hope everyone's having a good evening. Usually I like promote myself on Instagram, but yeah, I don't know why my Instagram's not working at all lately. But yeah, I'm happy everyone's here. Before I start, I want to show off. I got some comic books this week. This is everything I picked up, because this is a comic book channel, so I got to show off some comics I picked up. I haven't read all of them. I usually do my reviews on Thursday, so I do like a 5-minute review, talk about 5 books. But this week I didn't do that, and I'll probably have it out by Saturday. I should wake up tomorrow morning pretty damn early and read all these damn books. This one looks freaking awesome. I'm still kind of pissed off because I have nowhere to put this book. There's nowhere for this book to go. I don't have a short box. I fixed this. But I heard this was pretty good. That has a first appearance in here. I'm not sure if it's a one-shot. It says book 1, so I'm assuming there's other books. What's up, Biggie Shaq? How's it going, Biggie? He was just doing a pretty good stream with 84 for what, like 2 hours? Like an hour and a half. That was pretty entertaining with this butter knife, dude. I was jumping in and out. There's so many people I was watching tonight. But yeah, man, how's it going, Biggie? What else was I gonna do? There's another book which I started to read. I did not finish. This Marvel Zombies. So I picked up this cover because that looks like the new X-Men from, I know that looks like the new Cyclops. So I'm like, all right, it's like the first new X-Men that are like all messed up with zombies, and then I had to get that cover because that looks pretty damn cool. Even though I'm not a big Daredevil fan, that looks pretty damn cool. Big Barry, I love you. you wanna hot tag Biggie? I haven't been on a stream with Biggie in such a long time. Well, no, he invited me on a stream not too long ago. But besides that, dude, Biggie was like one of the first people ever in YouTube to actually throw me on one of his streams, and it was a great stream, by the way. And then I was doing a stream this week with John about Middle West. So these books got mixed into the wrong pile. So I gotta throw those out. Not throw them out, but like put them to the side. Let's see. I also got this Fantastic Four. There's homage to The Dark Knight Returns, which I think I have over here. Or no, I have another homage to The Dark Knight Returns. I have everything but the original book, I picked up Sandman, Hellblazer, which is freaking awesome, dude. Look how he's burning those tarot cards, lighting a cigarette. That's freaking cool, man. Yo, what's up, Mr. Rob Worth? I know Rob has an awesome YouTube channel. I completely missed your show on Wednesday. I'm trying to think, what was I doing Wednesday? What was Wednesday? Because I got your bell notification, and I usually I'll click it. Even if I'm watching another stream, I'll have it like on the stream and still playing so I could hear. So I'm trying to think about what the hell was I doing Wednesday? Huh. Was that Halloween? No, yesterday was Halloween. I don't know, but I gotta rewatch it. I picked up this Dead Man Logan because I've been enjoying this since issue 1. This Deceased, which I wanted to get Detective Chimp cover, but they threw this one in my box, so I was like, all right, I'll just take this one anyway. And it's not a hard one to find. And this one I want to read. So this is a thick book. They could have made this like a square bound almost. This Snow White zombie apocalypse. because we all know like all those Disney movies, Snow White and stuff, started off as like horror stories. So that's cool that Scouts Comics is kind of like dipping their toes in that arena, because why not? This is actually really good. This Last God. So usually when you got a cover, that's freaking amazing. Because look at that cover. That cover looks pretty dope. The artwork inside is exactly the same, which is mind blowing. They don't do that, man. They give you some really nice cover with some shitty ass stuff on the inside. But no, Last God was good, and it's a DC Black Label book that's all about fantasy, and I'm sucked in. What was it, last week or the week before that Money Shot came out, and they had a Fantastic Four homage cover, and I've been looking for that homage cover, but as I was looking, I actually found the original Fantastic Four cover. So I'm like, you know what, let me pick it up. And I was like, I'm pretty happy with this. So, I don't need the Money Shot one now, but I mean, I wouldn't mind. Baby Teeth, which I don't know how this got thrown into this pile. I'm still trying to catch up on that, which has been pretty damn good. Donnie K's been killing it. Basket Full of Heads. I still have not read this, which is why my reviews haven't came out this week. And then I found this freaking awesome Doctor Doom cover that I couldn't pass up on. I just seen that today because I went to the Joker. I seen the movie The Joker. And then as I was leaving, I was like, well, let's go to the comic book shop. Hit up the comic book shop and then boom. All right, let me see who's in the chat. Biggie Shaq, Rob Worth, Fish Tropic. How's it going, man? That old comic smell. Wednesday, I got my third person to join. We were talking, and from now on, Lady Fantastic and Mr. Miracle are doing it together. What do you mean they're doing it together? Are they jumping on together, or are they doing stuff together behind closed doors? Second Street Marvel, what's up, man? DC Conan. I didn't read that Conan book, which I heard he died at the end of it. I seen the spoilers online. Sorry you're late. What's up, Z Collect? How's it going, man? What's up, Joe? Explicit content is my favorite, as is mine. Why censor yourself? Why just fuck it? Just do it. Just do it. I mean, this is at least. I know a lot of people are like, I got a couple messages of people saying, hey, you're about to hit 1,000, and then you're gonna be monetized, and then you can't curse. And I'm like, well, unless I'm making like crazy amounts of money from ad revenue, I'm still gonna say fuck it, dude. I don't give a shit, dude. I enjoy being myself. Let's see. Second Street Joe. I'll have to check to see if my LCS has the variant Money Shot cover. If you want, oh my god, if they have I'll send you the money for it, dude. This, I want the Money Shot homage to this, so I could literally have them like side by side. I'll hang that bitch up. This is such an awesome cover, dude. I can't believe I found this, dude. It's like $8. I think they gave me a discount too. Which I don't know how much that book is worth. So if it's not worth $8, please don't even tell me. Let's see. Welcome everyone to tonight's stream. If you enjoy what you see, smash that like button. That's what I'm saying, man. Let's see. Fish shopping. Does your bedroom smell like comic fever? No, it doesn't smell. I mean, it smells like other things, but not comic fever. I cannot say your name. If anyone wants to sound this out for me, DM Ajini, Demjini. No, you know what I mean. What's up? Hail chat. Hail man. How's it going, dude? You grabbed that Superwoman book. Which one? The Superwoman with the delete? No, I think that was Batgirl. No, I didn't pick up any Superwoman this week. Superwoman. 12 viewers and 5 likes. Hit that like. That's what I'm saying, man. Smash it. Don't tell me what to do, Rob. Yeah, what's up, the real Dr. Venkman? All right, look, if you guys don't know, I'm not very good at pronouncing words. Oh man, so just take that with a grain of salt. When you hit 1,000, can you spare some money for your favorite YouTuber? I'm good for it. Hey man, when I hit 1,000, dude, I mean, hopefully I have that super chat button and someone can like send me like $10 so I can go pick up some comics. That's literally all I want. Look, if I'm able to make money off of YouTube, all I want to do is make enough money that I can pick up my pull list every week. That's it. Realistically, I don't need anything else. Second Street said, I want you to kill a man and hide the body. Get away with it. Happy Halloween. Hey, Rob Worth, he's a lawyer, man. He'll help you get out of it. Don't worry, he got your back. What's up, Fatal Ape? Or it was Superman. What was the Superman book? Was this a hot book this week? I haven't seen the hot 10 list, so I'm not sure what books came on the Comic Tom. Which Comic Tom left me a voicemail yesterday, And I feel like such a dick because I didn't call him back. I didn't even know he called. So when I get phone calls now, it just shows a number apparently, and it doesn't show somebody like calling me. Like it doesn't show their name sometimes. Oh no, there it is. Tom Garcia. I don't understand. What the hell, dude? My phone sucks. You know that? I feel like a dick now. Oh man, that one, dude, you're so close to 1,000. I know, man. It's gonna get here hopefully before the end of November, man. I can't wait. That would be freaking awesome. Which I'm like, oh, I hit 900, and then I just didn't drop any videos this week. So I need to drop a video Saturday. I need to drop a video Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I'm working. So if you go back and watch my old content, I have these Who Are They videos, and I realized those videos I dropped like 4 or 5 months ago are still getting views today. So I went back and I spent like the last 2 days trying to like update the thumbnails and stuff and trying to make like my back catalog of videos more appealing because my thumbnails used to look like shit. It was funny. I was gonna put a post on Instagram, which Instagram is just it sucks for me, dude. I don't know what happened to Instagram. I can't get nobody like I have like 2,000 followers on Instagram, and I was getting like 20, 30,000 like a reach of that many people, and now it's like down to like 80. I don't know what happened. Barry ghosting Tom. Barry drinking wine gonna get real good. Oh man. Hey, if anyone wants to jump on me, let me know because I was supposed to have Rod DeRican. He was supposed to jump on, and then he had to do something, and then Jabroni, he's out tomorrow. And John's live. What's up, Shenron? How's it going? Did you read the new Hellblazer book yet? Original John Constantine is back. I picked it up, and you know, is it really good? Because I know it's a one shot, so I wasn't planning on reading it right away. I was gonna read that Joker book, but dude, this cover is so freaking cool with the tarot cards, and he's like, awesome, dude. So I'm definitely gonna read it. I don't know if it's gonna be the first book I read tomorrow morning, and then I gotta do freaking my review video. So that one should be like 10. Maybe I do like a part 1 and 2 because there's so many. Because I only do reviews on number ones because I feel like you need to know if this book is good so you can pick up the first and then second issue. Who gives a crap if you're gonna review like an issue number 8? You know, if you didn't read the first 7, you're not gonna watch the damn video. Uh, damn, I'll jump. I love it. Oh, Rob. Oh yeah. So here, if anybody wants to jump on, just come in here, and if we get too many people on, then we could just like cycle in and out. Yeah, I don't know. Somebody told me not to drop my link in StreamYard, but I don't see the reason why not. I don't know what they could do with it. Maybe they could do something crazy with it. Who knows? But yeah, so there it is. There it is. So yeah, hope everyone had a rod too big now. That's what I'm saying. Oh man. There's Tom calling me. Oh, I feel like a dick now. Hey, Mr. Tom.
Harry motherfucker comics. What's going on, man?
Hey, I'm live actually. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Can I be heard?
Yes, you are on speakerphone.
Oh, I'm on speakerphone. How is it going? Hope the content's doing good.
Y-
I'm chatting with my bro Perry. Hope all is well. Actually, I was calling to chat with you about how awesome your blogs have been on the Comic Tom 101 blog. You've been killing it on there.
Appreciate it.
And yeah, man, just wanted to talk shop with you because we got a lot more good content that's going to be posted on there. I'm hoping you could participate in, but I will let you get back to your live show. Hit me up when you're done.
All right, sounds good. And if you guys don't know, go and check out comictom101.com/blog because there's tons of creators on there putting out amazing content. And I'll talk to you right after.
All right, man. Peace.
Peace. So that is Comic Tom, dude. And I feel like a dick. You know, I figured he's going to call me back again. And then I ignored his call. I'm like, oh, he called me back. Oh, you know, I'm in the middle of a live stream. Oh man, Tom, turn your crap in on time. Right? He called me. He's like, yo, where the fuck is my article for this week? No, I'm kidding, dude. No, he's super cool about it. Let's see. Real Dr V.
What's up, man?
Real Doctor?
Not much, dude.
How's it going, dude?
Just been catching up on wrestling, man.
Wrestling?
Yeah, WWE stuff.
Oh man, I don't know. My wrestling knowledge is as much as my Hello Kitty knowledge. I know nothing about it,
dude.
I know it exists.
I barely watch Raw or SmackDown anymore. It just got to be just so boring. I've been watching the Wednesday Night Wars between AEW and NXT. So it's kind of cool. Again, it's getting to see like it's basically like how it was back when it was Raw versus WCW.
That's cool, man. All I know is I know Stone Cold Steve Austin. I know he drinks a lot of beer.
That's all you need to know.
Pretty much. Oh, we got one of my moderators in here. He's another great guy. What's up, Z Collects?
Hey, what's up?
All right, someone told me that I shouldn't put my link in the chat. It's so much harder to email it to people because then you got to get like all these different people's email. I just want to drop it in the chat. Whoever wants to pump.
Hey, Bear, were you not watching when who was it?
Comics Books NYC?
Yeah, do you remember when he dropped it in the link and what happened to his?
No, what happened to his?
There's people that were jumping on as I believe it was as who was it? 813. They pretended to be him, so he added it, and it was basically like it had a porno going in the video.
What?
Hey man, it's late night. Bring on the porn, dude. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, but it wasn't late night for him though.
No man, that's crazy, dude. Man, people are wild on YouTube.
Yeah, me and Angleton follow comics. We usually just put in their Twitter, or we usually have a bunch of people who just basically are in our. We have a Twitter group. We usually like 6 or up to 10 people that usually talks all the time. Our small little community, so throw it in there, and then we don't mind if newcomers come on. Yeah, but we've never had that happen though, boy. Thank God.
Yeah, he added a couple. I can't believe I'm not remember the name. 813.
Jeff 813.
Yeah, Jeff 813. So they came in and pretended it was him. So comic books thought it was him. So he added onto the stream, and as soon as they went on the stream, they just played a video, and then somebody came in pretending to be someone else, and they did the same thing. Yeah, it was crazy.
Now you're giving everybody watching ideas.
I don't know. I'm trying to read the chat. I don't know what's going on, man. Someone told Ron to fuck off. And then,
what? Hold on.
And then someone said, "Shut your mouth." And I was like, "Oh man, I'm usually well aware of what's going on in the chat because I started off in the chat and I don't know what's going on in the chat. But hey, man, what's up, guys?"
Oh, we got Niobe Comic in the chat too.
Heck yeah. Let's see. Tony Fed is talking to Comic Corps now. I'm watching both. That's awesome, dude. Yeah. So I usually post on Instagram. I usually try to watch like 3 or 4 live streams at the same time. It's very difficult, but I try to manage.
Right.
Oh,
I try not to when I'm guesting on a stream. I try not to watch other streams, because I don't want to be rude. But it's like
right. You're like,
but if I'm in the chat though, it's like dude. I got like 2 screens open, and then I'm watching on my phone, watching on the PC.
Especially on Fridays, it's hard because there's always like so many people streaming at the same time.
I know at least there's 3 live streams I'm following right now. You got the Drawn and Quarter with Mike Miller, and then there's like you, and then there's another guy. I think it's the Blunder Dome, Tim Lynn's griddle group. So, yeah.
And I think Bueller's doing an auction right now.
Yeah. Bueller's the other one, the 4th one. Yeah. So
Comics Corps is live, and then we got John's Comics with Kids live. There's a bunch of people live right now, and usually I out live them all because I stay on for like 3 hours. So eventually all the viewers come in because there's no one left.
And then the people streaming, they'll come on over too, and then
I'm like the ugly girl at the end of the night at the bar when there's no other girls, and the guy's like, "Well, I'll go with him.
Might as well.
I'll go with her."
See, if I live stream, I try to do it like closer to the afternoon or not at nighttime, but I'll do it like during the weekday, not on the weekend, because I know the weekends is like you're lucky if you get like 5 or the 12 people watching at a time. You count on the views afterwards, as long as you don't do a really long live stream.
Oh yeah.
That's why I'm like an hour and 20 minutes. If I really want to go back and watch that, it's like I just kind of like what I basically need to do is like they need to break it up or have like subtitles so I can just like watch it with the sound off and watch something else, maybe or hear something.
Oh yeah,
that's what I do. Because
last week's stream with Perry, was it last week, Perry, when you had everybody on? Or was that?
Yeah, that was last week with Tom.
If you guys haven't watched it, you guys should go rewatch it. There's a whole bunch of guests on it, and it got pretty crazy. We even called John's Comics with Kids
late
night.
Yeah, no, it was definitely a fun stream last week.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was like one of my only live streams. They like go past 300 views. I'm like, oh man, people like this type of stuff. So let me just bring more people on and just have a great time, man.
Yeah, I usually have the live streams. I'm listening to them. I'm also multitasking too. I'm trying to catch up on comics as well. So it's like in between the dead air, I'm reading comics.
Oh yeah, I'm like halfway done with the new Marvel Zombies, and I'm like, I usually have a review out Thursday morning, and I'm like, I'm not even done reading the number ones that came out this week.
How was it though? Are you liking it?
It was pretty cool. There's a panel in there with it starts off with Galactus being dead, and he's just floating in space, and I'm like, all right, this is kind of crazy, you know, like that was kind of cool. I liked it. You know?
Yeah, I have yet to read it. I just finished up Deceased issue 6.
Oh, how was the ending?
Dude, I love that. It's way better. It's basically what I wanted out of the Marvel zombies, but you know, they don't have the cool powers like Superman and all the other guys. You know, yeah. You would need Sentry to go crazy and just become like a zombie and stuff. For anything interesting for me.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, I've been liking Deceased. I think I'm on issue like 4. I need to catch up.
Dude, just it's like, just like every issue you read, it's like, okay, what can they do now? And then they top it. It's like, man, I didn't expect that. It's like, and it just keeps building up all the way to the end. It's great. You'll enjoy it.
Just found your channel so far, liking what I see. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed my channel, Jeffrey. I've only been on a numerous amount of live streams with you in the past.
You're welcome, Jeffrey.
Oh man, Jeffrey, you're more than welcome to jump on as is anyone else. Anyone wants to pop in.
I was gonna do a video for my Halloween fest. Oh, why? And then I was like, you know what? Everybody got the same. The only thing different I got that they're handing out were these cool ass magnets.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I guess somebody in the community from the shop, I guess, made these by hand. So they got little magnets that you can stick on. Oh.
That's pretty cool. That's like the ghost from Pac-Man, right?
Yeah, and then they had
very cool Batman,
a Batman one, a cauldron.
Nice.
Oh, pretty cool.
I still haven't read any of my Halloween Fest books, which I need to read that Usagi because that's my man, dude. I like that book.
Yeah, I got the stack right here.
Big old books. That's the one book. So my son is into, like, he's 6 years old, right? And for some reason he likes Jason, Freddy, and Chucky. And I don't know what's up with this new generation of kids who like horror villains. But that book, I showed it to him, and he loved it, dude. I showed him the book, and he's like, you open it, and then Pennywise is in there.
Yeah.
It's got like a Spider-Man homage to
if he likes that, get him the Freddy versus Jason versus Ash, that book series. There's a little 6-issue miniseries. You can probably find it in trade now through Dynamite.
Get that.
Yeah,
it's great.
What did these come out? These came out what, this week or last weekend?
Last Saturday.
And literally, like, my son's copy is like, like it is like probably like a good condition.
Well, now that I think about it, if he's only 6 years old, he should probably wait a couple of years. Maybe wait till he's 12. Because I'm thinking, like, now that I think about it, there are entrails flying and stuff with Jason, you know, killing people. So might want to hold off.
I was in Comics Club. I think they're still in the chat. So I went into his shop, and he looked at my son, and he's like, so who's your favorite superhero? And he looked at him, and he said, Chucky. I'm like, oh, man, don't say that. They're going to think we're crazy. You know? Say like Spider-Man or something. Come on. Let's see. I haven't read DC till I get number 6. There you go. Binge read. It's always good to binge read. I like binge reading miniseries. You know, you could just knock it out.
Well, it's like there's a bunch of us that we gonna offline hangouts. You know, they'll be talking, and I'll just start tuning them out. Because I'm trying to catch them on comics still. So I try not to. Like, if everyone's just kind of quiet doing their own things, or just talking. Like, there's like 6 or 7 of us or 10 at a time, and sometimes it gets super quiet. Like, it's usually like for my time, I'm in like the central U.S. where these guys are like international. You know, so they're like, it's daytime for them, you know, or it's getting 7 p.m. Right? So I'll just start reading my comics, and while they're talking, I'll just kind of turn the volume down a bit, and they're like, dude, are you still there? I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm here.
I'm here. Don't worry. I'm still here. Look, so anyone pick this one up? Last God?
I haven't even gone for this week's. I usually, like I said, I usually go Saturdays, but this Saturday I won't be able to go. I got my cousin's wedding, so got that. So I probably won't go till next week. and so hopefully I still find a copy.
Oh man, I think I want to go and get the B cover too.
I thought that's what you were gonna get was the B cover.
I know, and then I just got the A cover. I don't know, Jabroni man. When he talks to me, I start listening to him, and I'm like, as I'm picking this off the shelf, I'm like, I should be getting the B cover. I'm paying for it. I'm like, I should be paying for the B cover. And then I get home and I read it. I'm like, I should got the B cover. Oh man,
that's the one thing, dude. If I go to a comic book store, I'm dropping like $80.
Oh yeah, the art in this book is just freaking awesome, dude.
Yeah,
like it matches the cover, and you don't get that a lot in new books. It's
Perry,
like
what's the cost of your pull, like your weekly pull or wherever you go?
Oh man,
just curious if I'm the only one spending a lot of money.
You're gonna wind up spending. Like I like to be in a healthy $30 range, and then I'll leave books on my pull list if it maxes past that. But yeah. I mean, you could drop a good $50, no problem. $60, $70, depending on the week.
That was me. I dropped like $80, and the next day I dropped another $80. Went to the other because I have 2 comic book stores. I went from the little guy, and then I went to the other ones like super manga / anime and all that stuff.
I enjoyed reading. I haven't read a lot of manga. I used to read Rurouni Kenshin.
Okay.
I think it was like a good. I think I read like 4 or 5 of the books, but I think there's like 20 of them.
I ain't gonna lie. I went for a lot of the fan service ones. If it wasn't Mosa Gundam, it was like
I like Gundam.
High School of the Dead, Trigun, all that stuff.
Heck yeah! I just since we're speaking about that, I like a month ago I finished rewatching. I binge watched the entire season. Well, the entire full seasons. I think it was like 3 or 4 of Yu Yu Hakusho, which
dude, I gotta watch that.
Stands up 20 years later. It's still a good ass show.
Yeah.
I got maybe 5 or 6 episodes in, and then I just this is back there. This is back there in high school, man. So I'm 34. So I've been I just found it a place where I can actually watch it.
Mm-hmm.
One of my buddies, he has some stuff, so I got access to it. So I'm like, there's a lot to watch. I'm like, no, do I read comics or do I catch up on that?
That's I literally put it on my phone on the Funk Nation or whatever it's called, the app.
And yeah.
Sit there and I'll watch an episode until I just pass out. That or I put on Supernatural until I just fall asleep.
Supernatural is great.
Yeah, no, I can't. It's ending with what, season 15? I was like, damn, dude.
Yeah, it is.
I'm only on season 12. Or no, I just started at season 13. And the show's crazy, dude. You would think it would just dry up and suck after a while, but it just keeps sucking me in.
The thing is, you would think and it's a CW. Oh, it's for girls. No, it's actually a guy show.
It is. It is so good.
And that's because it started back right when Smallville was airing.
Yeah,
that's why. When they turned to CW, it was already still going.
I couldn't rewatch Smallville, even though I wanted to. There's so many filler episodes and so much bullshit in the show, and I'm just I don't remember this being so much filler. Just give me the storyline, and I'm I can't rewatch.
Well, what you do if you really want to watch it properly, you watch the first season, and then you jump all the way to season 7. You eliminate all the Lana.
Oh man. Yeah, who is this Lana Lang? I've never seen her other than the show.
Kristen Crook. She was. Well, she had a show after that where it was I think was it Beastly or what it was called? It was like a Beauty and the Beast thing, but where she was a cop or something like that, or a news reporter, and then and she's helping this other guy who was a werewolf, and they're solving mysteries together, or murder mysteries and stuff, crimes.
Oh,
it was on the CW. I really didn't pay attention to it much. I just saw. I was like, no, I'm passing it up.
And then freaking Chloe's in a sex cult. So, what the hell? What were they drinking? I think there was a little too much kryptonite on that show. It just that meteor rock messed with some people.
She had to be on some kind of drugs or something. I'm thinking, because who gets into? I mean, I guess I've seen other cults online here, Twitter, but not going to mention names. But
oh man,
no.
I enjoyed. It was a good show. I just can't rewatch it.
She put herself on
back. He's coming back to the CW.
Dude, yeah, he's going to be on the crossover this December 8th, I think it is.
That's kind of cool. I'm going to watch that.
Yeah. But I don't know if you ever saw the photo of him sitting next to Tyler Hoechlin and the CW Lois Lane. Tom Welling is like towers over both of them. You know, he's like muscular too. It's like putting Braun Strowman next to Rey Mysterio.
Oh man.
It's just funny because like in the photo, like he's over here. So here you got Tyler Hoechlin. Like, he's kind of like short little guy, skinny guy. He's in his Clark Kent attire. He's standing all the way over to like the right, and then his Lois Lane's like kind of cuddling up next to Tom Welling. But interestingly enough, though, after Arrow ends, they announced they're gonna have Tyler Hoechlin is gonna have his own Superman show.
Oh wow, I didn't hear that. That's
yeah,
cool.
I was surprised. I'm like, wait, they're actually gonna let him like live outside Supergirl's world?
Oh man, there's some people in the chat. I just want to give a shout out and a how you doing. So we got Second Street Marvel, Ben Compton, Rob Worst. We got Hack 79, Jeffrey Comic Can Henson. We got Bubs Comics. How's it going, Bubs? We got Hack. Cheers to you, my friend. We got Steven Spock. Haven't read DC till I get 6. Oh, I've seen that one. But yeah, definitely read Deceased. This is actually pretty good. Glitter and Duct Tape. How's it going? Dylan Comic Book Rants. How you doing, Dylan? Let's see who else we got. We got Omega Comics. How's it going? Hey, we talking dirty comics. Hey man, we could talk dirty comics. I heard Spider-Man was in Playboy. That's a new one.
Really? Did not hear that. What issue?
I think Spider-Man made, because I didn't watch the video yet. Oh man, I hope Tom's not watching. I've been watching like your last 3 videos.
Like why is he in Playboy and not in Playgirl? That's what I want to know. Spider-Man.
I think it was his first appearance in Japan was in a Playboy magazine.
Like an article.
So I mean, fun fact. Let's see who else we got in here. We got let's see, Trusty Sidekick. How's it going? Smallville is what I listen to on a long drive. Hey, that's pretty cool. That's how I catch up on my YouTube live streams. I just throw it on my phone and I just drive to work. An hour going, an hour coming. Rob Ward.
Oh yeah, that's safe, Perry.
Well, I don't watch it. I just listen to it. You know, like
okay.
It's like a podcast almost. Sometimes I stop. Sometimes I'll like literally I'll pull over into a gas station because I have a comment in my head. I'm like, I gotta drop this comment real quick. Let's see. We got Z Collects. He said thank you to all the 22 people in here. Heck yeah, man. I appreciate it. There's so many shows going on tonight. And I'm glad you're able to stop by and hang out here. We got Rob Ward saying, want to watch 10 seasons of Superboy Origin without him in costume for a minute, except the last 5 seconds of the last episode. Oh man, so he did put on the costume finally in Smallville. I never got to finish that show.
The very last episode, like the very last 10 seconds, it's like Gotham.
Oh my god.
Well, he lasted longer than Batman in the suit.
Oh,
so he was in the suit a little longer. He did the Christopher Reeve thing where he saves a plane, the president's plane. Spoilers in case you haven't watched it. So towards the end,
but you know, it's my fault. That was like 10 years ago.
Didn't it end like in 2011 or something like that?
It's my fault. I'm behind. Hey, I'm still trying to catch up on The Sopranos.
Oh man, I haven't heard that in a while. I'm kind of glad because it was Sopranos this, Sopranos that for a while.
Oh yeah. Let's see. We got Eric in the chat. He said the CW Superman will go by Clark Lane.
It's Lane Clark. You can't even have sex.
What's up, Two Gun Pedro? And I think that's everybody in the chat. I'm pretty sure. If I forgot you, say something in the chat and then I'll recognize you again. Oh man, so he runs to roof. He runs to the roof, runs to the camera, opening his shirt in the iconic S, and then it ends. Oh wow, what a horrible ending then. That sucks. Oh, what a letdown. There's what, like 10, 11 seasons of that?
I think there's like 11. I think there's 10 seasons, and then they did a comic book after that, where he actually met Batman and all that stuff. You know, it was like their season 11, kind of like how Buffy the Vampire and Angel, after their shows ended, they started doing comic books for them.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if they're still doing a Smallville. I probably got canceled a long time ago.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen a Smallville comic because I seen one of them, but it was like couple years ago. I haven't heard anything about it.
It surprised me that aren't they still doing the Angel comic books?
Well, they just re-released the #1 of Angel and Buffy, and then they did Hellblazer or something like that, where they actually crossed over with Buffy and Angel or something like that. Which I think that just came out like like last month.
It's crazy though that comic, like even that franchise is still going strong.
Oh man, it has a crazy strong fan base.
Yeah.
The Buffy, because I never watched Buffy. I tried to watch it. I'm like, I don't. It's kind of like it
Well,
looks a little old to me. I don't really.
I watched it back in the day. I watched both of them, and my opinions might be different from other people's. It's Buffy started out great, and then it ended horribly. Where Angel started out horribly and ended great. So, but whenever I say that, I always get people. It's like, oh no, it was great all the way through. I'm like, all right. They had a villain like who was she was a goddess in Buffy. And Buffy, her villain was her name I think it was Gloria. She possessed like this guy's body and then turned into a chick. And then like she was trying to bring on the apocalypse and stuff.
Oh damn!
I was like, okay, I see what you're doing, CW. Getting the first taste of that guy turning into a chick.
So the new crossover series is called Hellmouth, and then Rob Worth said Buffy and Angel is a reboot on the modern times with Boom, and it's really good. So that was cool.
Nice.
Heck yeah. Brian Edward Hill is writing Angel. The crossover is called Hellmouth. Thank you, Eric. Yeah, I actually picked up the first issue of Buffy. I didn't read it. I picked it up. I'm like, this looks cool. It was like a pink cover, and she had like a giant, like a wooden thing that they put in the vampires' hearts. I can't remember the name of that. And I was like, this looks cool. I'm gonna read it. And it got lost in one of my files, and I didn't feel like going and reading it. Maybe one day I'll find a trade.
Dude, I agree with Bub. Christy Swanson is still my Buffy. Yeah.
Oh, that was the original blonde.
Yep, the original one.
See, I know her. I don't know the show. I guess that's a pretty good show then if you could recognize the character without having to watch.
She's like one of the only celebrities that I actually still follow on Twitter.
Oh wow, is she doing anything like recently?
She did some I think some Lifetime movies, maybe some other stuff, or maybe some Christmas movies stuff. Oh, she's friends with Dean Cain. So I think she did something. Actually, did she? I think she did some political thing with Dean Cain. Some show movie. Let's see. It was I think it was based on two like Democrats who were having an affair. So if you like politics, yes, go watch it. But Dean Cain, he's been still popping around too. Unfortunately, I watched Supergirl. I'll look at Flex that.
Hack79 said favorite read this week. I read a couple books, which I'm not sure which is my favorite read because I haven't read everything this week yet. But I will say my least favorite read of the week because I don't think any other book is going to be as worse. And I'm happy I read it digitally like an hour before going to the shop because some books I'll read them digitally and then I'll go and I'll pick them up if I like them. But I read Dark Multiverse, Death of Superman. We got Lois Lane meeting the Eradicator after freaking Superman dies, and then she gets all these powers, and she's going around killing people. It was kind of cool, but it just kind of like turned left, and it just ended pretty poorly. But I mean, it was cool seeing her kill the Joker. That was pretty cool. She killed what was his name? Lex Luthor. That was pretty cool. That was about it. You know, it was a pretty big letdown, and it's a pretty thick book too.
Yeah, my favorite read, like I told you before, is the Sandman universe with Hellblazer. Oh yeah, it's based to me. It was like watching the original Vertical Hellblazer by Garth Ennis. You know, this is the book. I forgot who wrote this issue. Well, you have the book right there. Yeah, Simon Spurrier.
Simon Spurrier, yeah.
Yeah, and he basically writes John back as being a Brit again. He actually has the British slang and all that stuff.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool.
I know I'm like finally he's actually said arse over tits for once in the past years. Like he's because they said like maybe like in the was it the 2014 or 2015 they did the New 52 reboot or how long ago that was. Yeah, I think that was 2014. They had him like saying like he maybe said like bollocks or something like that or called someone a book. But other than that was it. Like this has actually been it's the artwork. You flip through it. The artwork is just great in that book.
Oh man, I'm in love with the cover. I'm curious though because this is a one-shot DC Black Label. Is Black Label going to be like every single book is going to be a unique universe, or are we going to get a Black Label universe?
I would love a Black Label universe as long as there's no Batwing.
No,
It's
bat
already
ding
here,
dong
so
flying
I
around.
know, but like, don't show it again.
I doubt they will now.
Oh man, maybe
No,
one day.
but see, if Black Label becomes a new vertical where it's actually a more mature world, they could do Hellblazer like it used to be.
Yeah.
Sure.
And I don't know how well that comic book is actually selling, but man, I enjoyed it. And if they continue to put out more Constantine books just like that, I'll actually be buying trades of that again.
Oh wow.
Because I'm still buying the trades of the original. I just picked up volume 5 and volume 6 of the original Hellblazer.
That's pretty cool. My knowledge on the Hellblazer is so low, and the whole Sandman universe.
Dude,
I know I'm missing out.
I haven't read Sandman, but I've heard that Sandman's pretty great.
Yeah.
My friend Dalton, the Authenticator, huge Sandman fan. So yeah, if you want to get into actually a good story, Sandman universe has a lot of stuff. So yeah, and just go back and read. You can actually find, if you go into your comic book stores, just look on the wall. You'll find the Hellblazer, the original Sin, and all that stuff. Different books, they're really great. That's kind of, if you did you watch the Hellblazer show they had on for a while?
I did
NBC, the Constantine. It was only like 13 episodes. It was loosely based.
It's on the DC Universe app.
Yeah, it's on there. Yeah, it's loosely based on the original books.
Oh wow, okay.
So
I do an AOK book club where we get trades and we send them out to people in the community.
Yeah.
With John's Comics for Kids. So I think maybe like a Sandman or a Hellblazer trade. That would be kind of a cool book.
Depends on the age group, age of the kids, because Hellblazer was kind of gory with the demon stuff. So, why is that mommy? Why is that woman naked? It's like you don't want to. Some
Let's
of that stuff
is. We got Comic Book Yu-Gi-Oh! Life Entertainment Magazine. What do you guys think about the Dark Tales multi-universe comic so far? I think last week or the week before, with Batman breaking his back, or Bane breaking Batman's back, and Azrael taking over, that was kind of a cool one. This week, I felt kind of a letdown. It didn't feel like that good of a book, in my opinion. I don't know if anyone else has read it in the chat.
No, I haven't read it, so I can't put my 2 cents in it.
You're behind on your reading, Z Collects? What are you doing?
It's working. Like, you guys know, I haven't posted no videos either. Like, I literally got boxes I got to unbox. Like, I'm literally opening up. So while we were talking earlier, I opened it up and then I got this.
What's that?
And I thought it was my She-Hulk run. So I was already scared.
Oh, damn.
But it was, I actually got 2 runs of Excalibur. So
nice.
Snap. That's awesome, dude.
Unfortunately, sometimes you go back to the back issues if you want to have a good comic experience, because just like it's always been, even in the 90s, people were complaining about, these comics suck and all that stuff, because right now I hear about everybody saying like Marvel and DC, you're putting out crap books. I'm like, it's not the first time this has happened, guys. it's like either you like it or you don't. Some people.
He said, so I don't read Marvel at all, but what was the best Marvel book out now? I'm thinking about maybe picking one up. If anyone has any suggestions, I would go with the new Ghost Rider. I enjoyed the Ghost Rider #1, and then that Doctor Doom was kind of cool. I'm interested in seeing where that's gonna go.
So I have read Ghost Rider. I have not read Doctor Doom yet, and I agree. Ghost Rider was a good read.
I thought it was pretty fun.
I'll say this: if you played the PS4 Spider-Man, there's a book based off of that series, the whole world. It's called Spider-Man Velocity. I just read the 3rd issue, and it's actually been keeping me entertained.
Oh wow!
I quit. I was always a huge Spider-Man fan. I quit basically right after the One More Day stuff, and then he comes back just to have the Superior Spider-Man. I was like, dude, just leave him alone.
I feel like almost Spider-Man gets like super oversaturated with like 10 different Spider-Man books coming out in 1 month.
Now, it's starting to get that way again.
It doesn't make any sense to me. Like, maybe have 2 or 3 books, but you're pumping out like 4 or 5 different books and then miniseries and one shot. And this Spider-Man Full Circle that just came out with all these different writers on it was horrible, in my opinion. I didn't like it at all. I thought it was dumb.
You know what? I'll probably get flack for this, but I love the Tom Taylor Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man.
I've been reading those. I haven't read it, but I enjoy Tom Taylor.
I say it with like a hesitant because a lot of people are like, Tom Taylor here, ruined the X-Men, X-Men Red and all stuff.
I like Tom Taylor. He's doing the Immortal Hulk coming out in January.
Didn't he also do Injustice as well?
I think he did. That's
Yeah.
a big stack of books. What the hell you
But
got there, Zeke?
This is a She-Hulk run.
Oh damn.
But my least favorite book I just tried reading for the first time was the Rebirth of Batman with Tom King. I got the second issue and I was just like, this is just getting boring. So I skipped the 1001.
Oh man.
Because I already knew from people telling me about the whole bat marriage and all fake marriage wasn't, and it's just like.
Yeah, so I don't read any Batman. I've always been Detective Comics. That's like my main collecting focus.
Yeah.
Detective Comics. So I mean, Tomasi's been doing a pretty good job.
Well, I'll say this: if you grew up watching, I grew up watching the Batman anime series, and I watched the Batman Beyond. I love that show. So I picked up Rebirth, and I've been reading the Batman Beyond books. So I've been reading around issue 37 just came out. It's actually been a good run. I love the fact that it's future. So that you don't have all the original villains. They're bringing in new villains in.
New villains. Oh yeah, something fresh.
Yes. They had brought in the thing that they brought back was the Joker. Recently, that was I think beginning of the year. So yeah. Then they brought back Harley again. Harley Quinn came back. She's kind of older. She made a small little appearance. The Creeper's been on there too. He's like a news anchor.
And which book is that?
This is the Batman Beyond series. This is the book that's been going.
I know I started picking up Batman Beyond at issue 25, and I was waiting to get the first trade so I could catch up. That way I don't have to go back and hunt issues 1 through 25 because that's just.
Oh yeah. I hate floppies. I love trades because it's
I love yeah. So this is my whole comic because everyone asks me like, do you read comics? Do you read trades? I pick up a comic book if I like it a lot. It'll be on my pull list, and I'll pick it up 1 through 1,000, depending on how far it goes. But majority of books, I'll read the first 3 to 5 issues and then make it a trade, or I completely drop it and I never touch it again. Which is kind of like how I think it should be. Almost, it's like, why are you gonna? I mean, I don't know. That's just my.
So
I can't.
So Perry, would you let's say like we'll say this Immortal Hulk? Would you pick up issue 1, 2, and 3 when it first came out, and then pick up the trades and then continue out with the single issues, or would you just wait for the trade the next go around?
Well, I haven't been reading Immortal Hulk, but
what I'm saying,
yeah, no. What I see a lot of people in the community how they liked it so much. What a lot of people are doing is they're picking up issues 1 and it just ended with 25, and then they're starting like a whole new thing. So they're going to pick up the trade moving forward. Because I mean, 25 issues on a new run that's a lot of books, man. And a lot of money.
Well, yeah. When I get the volumes for Hellblazer, these are thick books, but they're in color though. I'm paying like almost $20.
Oh man, that's not bad.
No, but I mean I'm getting on clearance. So the normal price is like $29.99, but it's like I always get it when it's been on the book for a while, on the bookshelf. It's all clearance.
I got this Middle West, so I picked up the issues and I enjoyed it, and I wanted to reread it. And I was at the bookstore, and I got like 4 or 5 trades, and this is $10 for the first 6 issues. Hell yeah, dude! I could thumb through it. I don't have to worry about ruining the books or anything. I could just read it, enjoy it. Sometimes I'll scribble a note or something on a page.
The only
put a thumbnail or something in there.
The only thing I wish I had trade for them was the Marvel team ups, the original ones. I haven't been able to find any trades for that. Dude, I love Spider-Man. So when I saw the early 1970s, they had the Marvel team ups with Spider-Man in there, teaming up everybody. So I've been going back and picking up the annuals. So those are fun.
I need to catch up on the chat. I just realized my last chat message was from 11:16.
I've been skimming over it. They're just talking amongst themselves.
Oh man, let me see. All right, so I got let's see, Black Label. Ooh, some She-Hulk. Let me see that right there.
He's like, ignore the person.
But I'm like a dog. Whoa, squirrel. Oh man, what did you do? What is that? That's a big old book. Ooh, what else you got?
Back when she was actually written good and drawn good.
So I was able to pick up the full run.
Wow, that's a sick cover right there, dude. Wow.
Yeah.
You get a deal on it, or was it a?
No, I got a good deal on it.
Yeah.
These are like original.
That's a lot
bags.
of books, man.
Oh man.
I think I paid just what the number 1 goes for.
Nice.
That's awesome, dude.
I just got to put boards on them.
I was gonna say I don't see any boards. They're kind of floppy.
They're like flopping everywhere, dude.
Dude, you know what though? They don't have to be a mint. If you enjoy, as long as you can read the story, that's all that counts.
So what I want to do is I pick these up and I'm like, you know what? Since my son's doing a reading, I'll probably go do a reading on this whole run, especially for the number 1, because a lot of people, as soon as they get it, they're either gonna get it graded or they're bought one graded. So, and just in case, you know.
I know you're not worried about the grade. I see the big books behind.
Yeah,
you.
I
see the CGC labels there.
And then this shipping tape isn't helping.
Oh yeah, that clear plastic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Yeah.
See now, that's what you read your kids a bedtime story. You read them the comic books there. Right.
Oh yeah.
Unless you get a boy, then the boy they're always hyper. Give him that. He's like, I'm like, I can't go to bed now. I want to read another book. I don't know if it's true for girls. I have nieces, but my nephew, whenever my brother-in-law would tell me he'd read him something, he's like, it's like I can't fall asleep. I'm like, go to bed.
Anything Chip Zdarsky is writing for Marvel is really good. Yeah, he's writing that Daredevil run. He dropped a White Trees book. I think it was an Image, and that book was like. That was like a dive into what's really in his mind, and he's thinking about like some monsters orgies. And I was like, "Whoa, yeah, that White Trees." I'm like, "Whoa, yeah."
White tree or Ghost Tree?
No, it was White Trees. Or I'm pretty sure it was White Trees. Yeah, I was reading. I was like, "Wow, I'm not going to continue to read this." That's a little much. Let's see. It's time to duel. Let's see, I'm back. What's up, Biggie Shaq? How you doing, man? He had an awesome stream before. I'm loving the new Hellblazer myself. I'll pick up mostly anything with Johnny C in it, though. That's awesome. Let's see. We got some Immortal Hulk is legit. Yeah, man. I'm so far behind on Immortal Hulk. I need to just like sit down. I have issues 11 through 25. I just need to actually read them. I agree. 80% or more of all books have been crap since the beginning. Let's see. Hey, what's up? In Venom 19, I don't mind spoilers. Something to do with Dylan. I'm not too sure.
I didn't read it yet. 18 with Dylan and they're doing with the Absolute Carnage stuff. So with that in that run right now.
I know if you go over to keycollector.com and look at the keys of the week and click on variants next to Venom 19, it actually has a spoiler in there.
Or you could go into Comic Vine. Dude. That's how I caught up on Spider-Man, because I want to sit there and read like 100 books. So I just want to hear somebody summarize it in paragraphs. I love it.
It's another cool guy in the community. Superpower review.
Yeah.
How's it going, man?
He's got the power button too.
He does have the power button. He's got a whole freaking studio set up.
Yeah,
He's like, I work at a studio. I'm like, he's like, oh, I'm going to stay after and work late, boss.
Yeah.
And as soon as the boss leaves, him and his buddy's like, get the cameras. Let's go.
Yeah, he's like, he just pulls the shade up, all his pictures.
Let's see. Dilution of characters with so many books is not good for the industry. That I could see that. Which I will say that Spider-Man Spider-Verse book that just came out, I'm not big into like Spider-Man that much because I don't read a lot of Spider-Man, but that was a pretty good book. I'm gonna keep reading it. What's up, Ron the Future? How's it going, man? Let's see. Tom Taylor also did Deceased. That he did.
That's probably why I liked it then.
Right? I met him in I want to say April or May. Tom Taylor's so freaking nice, dude. Like really nice to the point where I didn't know what to say. I walked up to Tom Taylor and I gave him my Deceased book, and he's like, "How's it going?" I'm just like, I didn't know what to say. I just started saying a noise, and he literally wrote like on the book, and he's like, "Have a good one." I'm like, "Oh, like you gotta give me the inside scoop. What's going on?" And then he started talking about like issue 1 had just came out. He was talking about issue 2, 3, and 4, and I was like, "Oh man, this is crazy." And then he just looked at me and winked, and I was like, "All right, man, I see you, man."
I wonder if those guys have like pre-made like cards to hand up to people, because they could probably get the same question over and over again.
Right?
Here's your copy, here's your signature, your signing, and then here's a card right here. Answers everything you want to know.
Well, it was my first con, so I never met any creators. You know, I'm like, I've been seeing these people
That's
in
cool.
books for years, and I'm like, the first time I get to see them, and I'm like, I feel like an idiot. I don't know what to say. Next
Well,
time I'm gonna go with like a post-it, like a note card, and I'm gonna write some like complex questions they're not used to getting. You know, and just
oh
throw
crap!
them a
Where's the card?
curveball.
Where's the card?
Right? I lose the card.
Left it in the car.
I messed up again.
That's good. That you at least had a good experience because they always say you never want to meet your heroes. You know,
that is true. I met Neil Adams, and no longer will I call him a favorite of mine.
Neil Adams is a great guy
He
until
was
you
such a
till you see his
dick to
Twitter.
me. Oh yeah, no, his whole Twitter is just like, let's see how much I could be anti-Trump.
I see it's not blue check marks. I don't think it's him. I don't know.
I don't know.
I want to hold out hope. He's not.
You know, you want to talk about your politics? That's cool. I'm like, I followed him on Twitter for like a couple months. I'm like, he doesn't talk anything about comics.
No, nothing
At all.
It's all politics. That's all it is. It's like it's basically like he just finally just went crazy.
Hey, superpower reviews. Arkham Knight was pretty damn good. Get out of here, dude. You know, imagine growing up in Arkham Asylum. That's pretty crazy.
I'm actually currently reading it right now. I have issue 5 open actually.
It's pretty good. I like the whole Arkham Knight series. And then it goes into Spectre and then Mr. Freeze.
The thing is that when I first saw it, I was like, oh, please don't be like, they're based off the video game.
Well, it was in the video game. It was Jason Todd, right?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm glad that it was still called Lady Arkham.
Lady Arkham. Okay,
is basically what her name. I don't know if they call her in this book yet, but her last name is Arkham though.
Oh, look at that Omega Comics. So Dylan, he does some crazy good reviews, man. He's an awesome guy in the community, and he just dropped a review on Venom, so you can go and check that one out. Let's see, Karate Kevin. Yes, that is him, Karate Kevin.
Venom's been actually a really good book. If you like, if you like Venom not being a villain, like Lethal Enforcer, this is a great thing to watch. Not watch, but read. You want to read that? I'm so used to watching things, saying that all the time. So I'm like, I'm trying to get back in the reading mode.
Oh man, yeah, no, I like Donny Cates. I'm actually reading his Baby Teeth run that he did for Aftershock.
Yeah,
and I think that's pretty good. I still haven't dipped my toes in Venom at all. I've been picking them up just in case I want to sit down one day and I get the itch to read them, but I haven't. I don't know why. I'm slacking. Which I don't read a lot of Marvel, so maybe that's why.
Venom, Donny Cates. I was talking. I don't know if you know Ash on Comics or any of those. But he's telling me how he stopped reading back in the 90s. He finally just got back in a couple of years, about maybe last year, started reading again, and he picked up Venom. He's like, dude, this is actually really great. It's like, because he said like, just like I when you stop reading for a while, you kind of listen to your friends talk about this, and you're like, I don't know if I really want. So you kind of know what's going on. But I started to pick up Venom because of him. I've been reading it through, and like it's been really great. I've always loved Eddie being Venom in the suit, the symbiote. I did not care for Flash Thompson in the freaking
100%.
It's just not because Flash was bad or anything like. I like the rich. It's like giving the costume like Spider-Man's gonna give his costume to somebody else because he doesn't want to do it anymore.
He's like, look, man, I'm going on a cruise. Here, just take it. Get on a subway train.
Yeah,
take some pictures.
Right.
Now we're speaking about Venom. What do you think about that Venom movie? Because I haven't watched any MCU movies, but I have watched Venom.
Venom movie was good. It's weird not having a Spider-Man in there. I'll say that because I grew up reading Spider-Man.
Sure.
So I'm used to Venom just being Eddie Brock and like having his main thing is like he blames Spider-Man for everything because that's because Venom bonded with him after Spider-Man rejected him in the church scene, like they did in Sam Raimi.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was pretty good. The fact that they did it well as far as him being a parasite, it's feeding on him. I kind of wish they would have shown him biting the head off though. Like I wanted that gore. It's like, come on.
You're like, I just push the envelope a little bit. Yeah.
Come on, it's all right. It's rated R. It's fine. Or what?
I thought it was a good movie. I was surprised after I watched it how much negative stuff I heard about it because I was like,
well,
did we watch the same movie? Like,
you know why? Because we live in a hate culture society. We got a cancel culture. We got a nitpick on every single thing. You're not you like that? Well, it sucked. I don't like it. I'm like, that's cool. I'll enjoy what I enjoy. You enjoy what you enjoy. You know, agree to disagree, man. Let's leave it like that.
did you watch Z Collects?
No,
What's it?
You haven't seen Venom? Oh, what are you doing? You gotta go watch Venom.
I mean, it helped.
I don't go to movies. I don't like.
No, you watch it at
Dude,
home. I don't go to movies either.
Dude, it's on Vudu.
It's on what?
It's on Vudu.
Oh,
You can rent it there, or I think you can also rent it on Time Warner. If you have that, or
you can just go to Google and type in Venom movie, watch it for free. And send you to some Russian website where you can watch it for free.
if you want to promote being a pirate, yes.
Well, I'm just saying, allegedly.
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 Rob Worth said Venom like a turd in the wind.
Oh, man. You see, look, my chat is back. Let me scroll all the way down. Oh, we got Fatal J. What's up, Fatal J? He said, what's up? Oh, we got Drunk 3PO. How's it going, man? Let's see.
And no, Venom is not Max Gargan. That was horrible. Max Gargan is Scorpion. Leave him at that.
He didn't even send me the link. John, are you still here?
I sent it to him, so we'll see.
Man. So if you guys don't know John Comics with Kids, yeah, you don't need to know him. He's not.
It's surprising he still even talks to you, Perry.
He's another
comic corpse.
So basically, he's the guy who has kids.
Pretty much.
Okay.
How's it going, Mr. Rabbit? Let's see. Perry, I'm shocked you're using StreamYard. It's just a little bit easier because then you got to like do Skype and OBS and then NDI and bring all these people. It's just a little bit easier to stream with multiple people on StreamYard.
Venom has been I agree with Dylan. He's talking about how Venom was the best Absolute Carnage tie-in. I don't need to read the Avengers and all the other stuff, you know, or I liked the Venom was pretty much the main thing, and I see it's the way it should have been. It's Venom versus Carnage. That's what I'm reading it for. Having Spider-Man thrown in the middle is funny too.
I thought the Venom movie was really good, and the fact that what am I in third grade? I thought it was really good. I thought it was entertaining for someone who doesn't watch. I haven't seen Avengers. I don't know that whole type of comic book movie world. The last movie I seen before Venom was X-Men, the second one, back in the early 2000s.
Oh, I was about to say, when that one come out?
No, but is Venom a great movie? I'd say it's a really good movie. It's not a movie that I love. I'll say one part that I really liked though, that really helped out, was having Woody Harrelson key Cassidy.
Oh my god, I seen that ending and I was like, oh damn, dude, that's Carnage.
Carnage. And he's like, it's like I'm watching Natural Born Killers again. Except he's got hair. So, and you add that, it's like, and him being Cletus Cassidy, I'm waiting for that to come back. And then they also added Shriek, who's gonna be in there too.
Oh yeah, he made his first appearance in that Spider-Man Carnage cover. Oh man, I have like 4 copies of those.
Yeah, so Shriek's gonna be in the movie, playing Cletus's girlfriend. I think
that's awesome. I can't wait. I can't wait to watch the second
movie. I
let
go of a full Maximum Carnage run.
Oh damn!
But at least it went to somebody in the community, so that's good.
That's awesome, dude. Yeah.
It went to Discovery.
Oh man,
dude, I still have the game for the SNES.
Oh yeah. Oh man, yeah. No, I don't. Let me see. I'm trying to think of how many. I don't have that many. I know I have like important key issues because I always find them out in the wild, and because I'm a big back bin diver, so I go in those bins for hours. I work up quite the sweat. Hey, there are some shops that I don't like because I'll spend an hour or two digging, and then I go to the counter and he pulls up eBay and he starts looking at prices. I'm like, get out of here, dude. Give me $1 for all these books that are walking out.
I have an LTS like that too, that I got a book, and that's exactly what he did. Starts going on eBay. Oh, well, this book is going for this much. Okay, I don't need it that bad then. And I left.
Do you guys both have what you guys are both saying is you both have back issues?
Yeah.
A lot of them.
I have probably like a good, like, I want to say like
pun intended on that too.
Huh?
I said pun intended on that comment.
Yeah. No, I mean, I sleep on a
couch.
I
love how serious you get though. It's great.
Yeah, I'm pretty bad back issues. Oh man.
I mean, I have both back issues and back issues.
Oh man, yeah, no, I sleep. Look, I don't know what is wrong with me. I have a brand new bed, a brand new mattress, but yet I go to sleep on the damn couch every night. There's something magical about this couch that it probably smells like me at this point.
You know what the best thing to do is get yourself a heating pad. You'll fall asleep instantly if you have any lower back issues.
There we go. Heating pad. I'm only 26. I shouldn't have no back issues. The only back issues I should have are my comics.
I threw my back out when I was 21, man. So like I've always
man.
had that. I'm 34 now. It's like, you know, I'm on the memory foam, and then I got the heating pad on either. I'm like on a pillow, a cloud. So I'm great. Because like because you know what it is. Towards the end of the day, your back starts locking up from moving all the time. So when I go lay on the mattress, I turn the heat pad on. I'm like, instant, like I'm just like in bliss. The great thing is you can read your comics there too. So I get that. When my nightstand, just take my comic out, whatever I'm reading, lay on the bed, good.
Oh man, let me see real quick. Let me see where.
I'm
so bad at this chat. All right,
that's my bad. I like to talk a lot.
No,
Hack said leaving your sweat on boxes ain't cool, Perry.
Who said that? Leaving your sweat on boxes ain't cool. Hey man, I gotta leave my mark somehow. Let's see. My rarest comic are my Immortal Hulk set and my Venom, and sadly, I need the first print of Immortal Hulk issue 1. You'll get it, dude. I feel like maybe Immortal Hulk is gonna come down eventually. I feel like, it's a modern book because I see a lot of hot modern books, and then you see them in 2 years, and they're not anywhere close to where they were when they were popular. So yeah, I would hold out, Dylan, for a pretty good deal. What was your favorite part of Deceased? Also, did any of you? My favorite part of Deceased was seeing Alfred kill freaking Bruce, and then like seeing like him say goodbye to his son, and then go out in the freaking bat thing and start killing people.
I'll just say this: since we're doing spoilers,
hey, it's like the second issue or something, right?
I know, but I don't. Well, I know people who still haven't read it yet, though.
Oh,
so
well, I apologize
because I don't know. I want to say my favorite part is like issue 5 and issue 6, but I want to know what to say because I don't know if anybody's read that far.
I haven't read that far.
See, that's what I mean.
Spoil it for him. Just spoil it. He spoiled it for everybody else. No.
Oh man,
I kind of do and I kind of don't because it's the first time guest appearing on your show. Never inviting that guy back.
I mean, what DC's 2 came out like 6 months ago or something. Like enough time has passed to the point where
DC's 5. That's where we saw. Was trying to remember now because they're all. It's like one giant comic book for me now. I'm trying to remember which part.
Either way, somebody's gonna spoil it. Either way, he's gonna wait for the trade to come out before he reads it. So you'll be all right.
Oh man,
DC. My LCS whips out eBay when I pull up back issues. I think I'm gonna have to divorce. Dude, your LCS does that? That's fucked up, dude.
I thought you said yours did too, Perry.
No. An LCS I went to.
Oh.
So like my LCS, I'll pick up multiple back issues, and then they'll look at it, and they'll either knock the price down, they'll give me the subscription discount, or they'll just give me some books for free. Yeah. Another shop I go to, if I get like a stack of 30 books for $1, he'll just be like 20 for all of them. You gotta work. You gotta work with the people, man. You gotta get them back in the shop. And then Comics Club, they're freaking awesome, dude. I brought my son in. They gave him free stuff, and they're awesome people.
Yeah, my LCS does $2.95 a book, and then it's buy 2 get 1 free. But it's like they don't check them out. They don't check eBay or anything like that. It's just whatever.
So I'll say this for the people: if you haven't read issue 5 of Deceased, plug your ears. My favorite part of issue 5 is basically when the Green Martian comes out and they don't realize that he's actually like been infected. He's been hiding the whole time. After they just like create his like a paradise, for all the survivors. Also, they're in the Fortress of Solitude. Also, they're like, I hear. They're like, dude, I hear something, and like, Firestorm. He's like, it's like I hear this. It's like, you almost hear that, and they're like, all of a sudden they hear a buzz. It gets louder and louder, and all of a sudden here comes the Green Martian, who's like in his Martian form. He scratches. First he kills Lex Luthor by blasting him in half while he's in his suit. So he just like he's torn in two. Then the Flash gets scratched, and so then the Flash starts going around infecting everybody. So it's up to like so it's up to Superman to go after him. So what happens when the fastest man in the world goes against an immovable object? Well, Flash explodes. Part of his rib goes into Superman, pierces him, and Superman becomes infected. They leave it like that for issue 5. So issue 6 is like them going against Superman. Well, trying to like finish the arcs they're trying to do.
Freaking Rob Morris had the perfect copy. He said, "All spoilers, no mercy. Prepare with information. Be Batman." Oh man, I thought that was cool. And I think it was issue 1 when Batman realized he was infected, and he put on Mr. Freeze's like suit to like lower his blood.
Yes,
So
yeah.
I was like, wow, like a lot of creativity went into that. Like I wouldn't have thought of that. Only Batman can think of that.
Didn't he also do that in Arkham Knight? Try to slow his the Joker, the Venom. It was Venom. I thought he did something like that to freeze himself so he wouldn't.
Oh no! So what he did was he took the Joker serum and he put it all over his body like crazy.
In the Arkham Knight.
No. That was in Batman Who Laughs.
Yeah. No, in the Arkham Knight though, you know, he had been gassed by and he thought he was infected, you know, as far as like with this new Joker serum or that. So he was slowly turning into like a Joker. Okay. He's hallucinating the whole entire thing. He kept seeing like the Joker in the game. Because in Arkham Origins, I think is it End of City or End of Origins, Joker dies.
Dylan said, "Man, if you ain't reading the season, what are you waiting for?" It's such a feat story throughout. I want to reread it actually this weekend.
And then what was it, Captain Atom?
I think he's out.
Captain Atom like gets killed by like who is it? They're like Ray Palmer goes inside him and basically causes him to explode.
What's up, Drew? We got Tony Fett in the house. Tony Fett, I think he just did an interview with the guy from CBCS, the president. Which I think that interview got taken down. That sucks, dude. Oh man. Let's see.
Why did the video get taken down?
I think he was playing music and it must have got blocked. Because I get copy striked all the time with my music on my lurking stream. I don't really care. But whenever Sony finds out you're using their Sony music, they'll do a worldwide block on your video. And that kind of sucks.
Sony and Disney both do that, though.
Oh, man. Disney does that, too? I haven't been affected by
Disney, if you're talking bad about them, they find out. They're like, you're gone. It's a mafia over there, the rat. So, no.
What did I say? Am I a bad person for happily knowing that Harley died horribly on a panel?
Well, I don't remember her dying. I just remember that everybody left, like the planet at the end. Oh, and the Batman laughs. Something about that.
Yeah,
that's awesome. So. I love Comic Corps.
You don't no. I think Breen's talking about DC's. Ivy and Harley stayed behind while everybody like fled the Earth. Yeah,
sorry, I'm gonna need an extra small blazer now.
So,
hey, man, I like the blazer,
but I'll save the very ending. I won't spoil it all the way for you, so you at least know what happens at the Just kidding. No, just kidding. I'll do it. No, but no, seriously, go pick it up, dude. You should skip every other book. Finish this C-SPAN. Get it done with.
You're right. I need to do my number ones so I could drop my video, and then I'll
don't forget about those. Deceased comes first.
I gotta be consistent, man. I'm late like 2 or 3 days already. You know.
What's one more day gonna work?
I literally went last week dropping a video every day, and I'm like, I like this consistent flow. And then this week, I was just like, I don't feel like doing shit.
Well, how long have you been doing your channel?
So I started back in January.
And you're already getting burned out?
And then in February, I was like, all right, let me try to see. Because I've done YouTube channels since like 2011.
Okay.
All different types. And then I was in February, like I started in January. I was like, this could be fun. And then I was like, all right, let me try to take it like a little bit serious and see what happens. And then I was like, oh man, people like my stuff. This is awesome. But yeah,
it's crazy. When you like do a YouTube channel, like if you go to a different, like say you're about comics, all of a sudden you're going into a whole new world of the people. Where if you just do movies, it's amazing the people you meet.
Oh yeah.
Some niches are like hobbies, or people are more popular than other ones. Like the people who play video games, those guys get tons of views, and there's just free stuff. There's this guy from Britain. He's called Game Riot or Gamer Riot, and all he does is just play games. And like he's like he played the Days Gone, and he got the copy free first because he's being sponsored by them. To play the do reviews and stuff, and then he got like all the exclusive like the collector's edition stuff, like boxes up. He got the toolbox and all that stuff. It's like I kind of want to do that, but I suck at games.
I have a gaming channel because I was like, all right, I want to play some games. I was playing like Zelda, and then I just never went on the channel again. I was like, I can't like.
Some guy's like, I need the rest of the story.
Right? Some guy's like, what level are you? Like, whoa, what have you done yet? Well, dude, I started playing another Zelda game, and he's like, did you beat the last one? I'm like, no, I haven't played that ever. Dude,
that was back in the day when PewDiePie. I used to watch PewDiePie all the time when he really did games. He was playing Doom. There was Doom 3 for the Xbox, I think it was, or something like that, or Xbox 360. Mm-hmm. And he got like all the way up to like the very ending, and he stopped. And and till this day, people are like, when do we release? It's like the Snyder Cut. When will we release the Doom ending?
Oh man, that's hilarious. It's like 10 years later. Oh, by the way, here's the ending to that.
And I'll see it every once. I'll go through like the Reddit stuff, and like he has a Reddit for memes stuff. And someone was saying like there's a meme about him, the Doom.
Oh man. That's like one of the only big YouTubers I watch is PewDiePie, and I don't watch it a lot. I don't watch him a lot, but like I'll sit down and I'll watch one of his videos. I'm like, dude, this guy is hilarious, dude. Like it's insane.
And just the crap he gets, like, dude, the mainstream media went after him, like calling him a Nazi and stuff.
Yeah, I don't get involved in politics. I don't get involved in all this shit. But when the guy puts on a regular military outfit and has a joke and says a joke, and you're gonna call him a Nazi? What?
It was him versus the Washington Times.
Oh
and
man,
BuzzFeed and all that stuff. I love how they took everything out of context. They clipped his video, make it look like he's praising, when he's actually just mocking them. He's like, oh, because he says, "Oh, Washington Times thinks I'm a Nazi. I must be a Nazi then." He's like, he's doing the Heil Hitler.
But I will say that was the moment in time where YouTube monetization just went down to shitter for everybody. Like PewDiePie, hey PewDiePie, if you ever watch it, you fucked it up for people, man. People were making really good money, man.
Oh man. Did you ever watch his it was Scary PewDiePie? And YouTube, right?
I've seen some of it, but I actually haven't binged those videos. I watched like a lot of his like meme reviews and stuff like that. I think those are funny.
It was kind of hokey. Like I'll take it that it's tongue in cheek, humor and stuff, where it is. But some of the stuff, those scares, I just felt bad for him. And then he'd bring in like what was it? Markiplier would be on there or something, and they also did one with Jacksepticeye. Oh no, it was Jacksepticeye was supposed to be in season 2, but then because the whole thing, all that crap. Mainstream media, he got dropped from like YouTube Red and stuff, and like Disney dropped him and stuff.
Yeah, he did. Oh yeah, so Scare People. That was a show he had with YouTube Red, right?
Yeah. Because of Disney, the rat again.
Yeah, dude, they screwed him over. I was watching a vlog with H3H3, which is another. I stopped watching them, dude. They were like when they were like around like 200,000-300,000 subs, dude. I was like hooked.
Did it?
And then I guess they stopped making videos or something. Anyway, they were doing a vlog with PewDiePie the first time PewDiePie was there, and PewDiePie was getting drunk, and they kept like moving the camera off of PewDiePie because if you think he's crazy, like making videos, that's the shit they edit. Imagine seeing him just like in public, just drunk as fuck, not giving a shit, dude. Like that's the PewDiePie that I want.
Did you see the episode they had with Jacksepticeye on it? And they're showing like, so what's with all this shipping of you and PewDiePie? And they're like, oh, this fan art is like, there's something going on we don't know about. And it is the whole entire episode. They kept this. I don't know if he was getting upset or if he was just uncomfortable, but I'm like, this is starting cringy because he was going off the Tumblr shippers.
And then we have Rod in the chat with us. Actually, this is John's Comments for Kids, if you don't know.
He has a question mark.
He has another
There's a question mark at the end, so I don't know if it's him or not.
I don't even know what's going on right now.
Welcome to, we don't know either. We're just sitting here talking, having a grand old time with some awesome people in the community. And I welcome you after you finished your Friday late night show.
But I did my own late night show. So
John's like, I was on a couple of Perry's late night shows. I could do this shit myself.
It's a fact. A trained monkey could do this job.
No, that was cool. You had a Thanatos. So I don't really know Thanatos. So I've seen like a couple of his videos, but I actually haven't, because I know he did this big hiatus. But I jumped on YouTube in like the end of December. so I never got
He
familiar
was
with
just
him.
finishing up at that point because he had bought this epic Grail book that he'd always wanted, the first Hal Jordan Green Lantern, which and the 5.0, which is like a super challenging
I
book
seen
to
him do
purchase.
that unboxing for that one,
And then he was kind of like, I need a break, and he was driving 3 hours a day for work. He moved across the state and was driving this 3 hour drive for work, and he was working for the government, you know, as far as like in the military. And it just took all of his time, and we missed him a great ton. But it was nice to be able to say, "Hey, I had something on him, right? I had gotten this great sketch cover drawn and colored for him, and he had sent me this great X-Men book, and so I was like, okay, we have to do a show. We can't not do a show. So at least I had one thing over him. But Z Collects, good to see you, brother.
Good to see you too, John.
Is that Dre Von Doom? Who's this up here? The real Dr. V?
Yeah, what's going on?
Look at that. I mean, I love the icon.
Icon I'm familiar with. Even though I don't know many old things, I do know Ghost.
Many people don't know the story about the Blue Wrench. Why I put it on because there was me and another YouTuber, one of my friends. We were on Engeltein's stream. I Love Comics, and he was handing out wrenches. So we're both competing for wrenches. My friend, actually, I believe it was Eric Breen who was in the chat earlier. We were both competing for wrenches. So like, and I said, you know what? I'm giving myself a wrench. I want to edit the photo.
There you go.
I didn't need it. So
I don't need you to give me a wrench.
I'm not a professional YouTuber. I'm
more
like a laggy sidekick.
Let me see.
I'm definitely not in the professional category at all either. So I've got a pint. I got a big old beer here, Perry. That's how long I'm giving you.
I got a.
I just opened it.
Until he spills it on himself.
This is yeah. I'm just gonna pour it all over myself.
I'm just saying that would suck if you actually like poured it on yourself. Like I didn't mean that to happen on camera.
Whoops. Now I'm out of here.
We have a slew of people waiting in the chat, so I'll slowly weave people in. Well, we have an icon that I have to say before I bring him into the chat.
I'm not an icon?
You're not even on his level, not even close. He is one of the first people to ever put me on a live stream. He is one of the first people I ever met in the community.
So I can blame this guy.
You could blame this guy all you want, and he's an awesome person, dude. Freaking Biggie Shaq. He's also Jeff Comics.
Nice.
Biggie!
Where's your belt? There it is.
Oh man.
Do you get the John Cena spinner one too?
Biggie Shaq is a man without a plan.
Shaq, a mania, baby.
How you doing, mister?
Talking about a hunt champion over here. You're talking about just a badass boss. Look at him. Strapped for life.
Oh, and he finally talks.
Me and Big John Stud, dude, we know how to lay the law down, man.
The wrench is like a hammer when you give it to us.
He's a Slim Jim. Sorry, with the bandana. I think I'm Macho Man.
And then I'm gonna throw someone up.
Real quick.
Huh?
I'm gonna be real quick and sweet, Perry. I gotta go to bed, dude.
That's how I like it anyway.
I want to show some love to the lurkers, man. You guys are hilarious. Big Perry Comics, one of the best in the game, dude. Big John Comics is one of the greatest to ever do it, dude. Z Collects. And I don't think I saw the other guy, dude, but you're sweet too, man. Appreciate all y'all. We're going down Santa Monica on the big choppers, go bang, bang, bang. And Jeff's Comics, too. I'm taking your theme song, man. What you gonna do, dude? I'm out of here.
Love you, baby.
Peace loving, pussy.
I love his exit.
I told you,
word.
he is an icon. Thank you for jumping in, Mr. Biggie Shaq. We also have someone else who I don't like X-Men, but this guy got me to pick up an X-Men book with his amazing reviews.
Baby!
Oh man, we got live reviews up on the Comic Core all week this week, guys. We're back in work and we're doing things. Hey, when did we start watching other people's content? I'm on that show, right?
That's that show, right? Yeah.
Oh,
No,
this
that's
is not that
Lurking
show.
That's what I hang out.
I just want to watch
pants
YouTube
on, and I watch YouTube videos, and people watch me.
Dude, I've got no pants on right now. I'm ready.
How you doing this evening?
Oh man, doing fine. Everybody's going live tonight, man. And I tell you what, I've never been on a live show watching so many other live shows on my phone than I was tonight. I'm all over the place. Looking at
Why do you think
Bueller's
my camera's
auction.
off so you can't see?
I'm watching I'm watching some sweet Zatanna Adam Hughes action going on John's channel, or Rod. It might be Rod.
I don't know what Rod's doing. I think his anniversary is tomorrow, so I think he's doing something tonight with the.
But this show is not this show unless you're convincing Rod to stay on the show a little longer.
So, yeah, if you guys are unfamiliar with the show, when it hits midnight here on the East
Can you
Coast,
convince me too?
Rod tries his hardest to say, "All right, guys, I gotta go." And either me or people in the chat consistently ask him very in-depth questions. So he stays an extra hour to 2 hours, and to the point where he gets very angry and just turns his computer off.
Last week, Jeffrey was killing it. Every time Rod's like, I'm getting ready for bed, Jeffrey would be like, hey, what's your favorite cover? And then Rod would go for like 10 more minutes on that.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, like I said it earlier, if you guys haven't gone to watch last week's live stream, that was a stream to watch. Right after the stream, you guys need to go watch that, and that was amazing.
Shout out to this guy. He's got a great voice. We know this because of his reviews and shit.
Oh, well.
I hung out with this guy at a karaoke bar.
That was fun.
This guy threw down 2 songs.
I was no White Whale Comics. That was the highlight of the trip.
Dude, he was hilarious. But this guy is
amazing.
Awesome. Yeah.
How far gone were you when you're doing the singing?
It was it was what I don't even remember what I sang. I was pretty sober. It's like the most sober I've ever been at karaoke before. And the thing about that is you hear yourself and you're like, oh man, I sound like shit. When you're drunk, you're like, I'm a rock star.
Right.
You're sober, you're like, I did not hit that note at all. I should probably stop.
It's not karaoke unless you do Dennis Layer's asshole song.
I did not do the asshole song.
Country. He was doing a lot of country.
Yeah, I did some Tom Petty, I think.
Yep,
and I did some Hank Williams Jr. So
it's good.
Yeah, family tradition.
Yep.
A drink and smoke.
Honestly, family tradition was fire.
Did you do
I enjoy that song.
Did you do the Ready for Some Football song?
No, I did not. I was not ready for football. I was ready for bed.
And then I got someone else weighing in here that I have to throw in because I've never been on a stream with him.
Ooh.
Oh, that's me.
Oh, I know that guy.
How you doing, man?
Dude, I ask you every time.
Look at the bottom.
You're like
Comic Core Baltimore.
And then he replies back. He's like, "Who this? New phone."
That's how I text John pretty much every time.
What's up, guys? I just wanted to stop in. I saw you through the link in there, man. You've got some scones.
Yeah, you gotta be careful on
I
that
feel like
one.
I'm adequately I know enough people in the community and recognize enough faces that I won't get tricked by putting the wrong person
But he's still mastering, he's still gatekeeper, right? He can still be like,
that's the thing is with the hangouts, we thought we were gatekeeper too, and it was not a good situation.
It's crazy. They can hack into it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I thought Matt was on the channel, Thanatos. We had this huge hangout, and I thought it was going great. I threw the link in the chat, and out of nowhere, this dude pops in. He was backstage, and I was gonna like add him to the stream. Then all of a sudden, all of us got thrown off of the stream. He was the only person, and then he showed
what he showed. He showed what he showed.
Yeah, and literally they took us down.
It was the most disgusting thing I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, and that's coming from DrManChu. I'm just saying.
And trust me, my regular search history is
like if I was
it would surprise and disgust all of you.
If somebody was like, if I was wounded and like laying on my deathbed, I would literally say, "Clear Drew's browser history."
Right?
I mean, it's
awful.
Right,
I'm not ashamed. I just don't want you guys to have to deal with that.
I'm only jumping on here. I wanted to say thanks, and we got to get you on the show one time.
I do want to come on.
I want to ask you guys if I can. This is for Paul.
Sure.
This is a sketchbook. Today is Mora's birthday, and his daughter got some bad news, and she's back in the hospital.
Oh no.
She loves to color, So what we're going to do is I'm going to send this out to KatRen. After I draw a picture in it, KatRen's going to draw a picture in it, and we're going to keep on sending it around the community. Once it's complete, we're going to send it to Maura, and she's going to color it.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's cool.
I got 2 girls, Chad. I got 2 girls at my house that would love to make some drawings in there for you.
Well, I'll send that out.
I got a call on the Comic Core line. I'm going to have to hop out here.
I got to go, guys.
Terry.
Thanks, man.
I was wondering who's on Skype.
And then we got 2 more.
Hi.
Look at the Comic Core. How's it going, guys?
We decided to invade. What's up?
Yeah.
Andy, you're muted, but it's good to see. There he is.
There it is. Babyface.
Mark.
Mark, you're eating.
Mark.
Hi.
What you eating, babe?
Andy, you look a little naked there.
Oh, it's so cold in Michigan right now, man. And this is an honor. I get to hang out with Z Collects. I get to hang out with Harry for a hot minute. And we got John's Comics over here.
Nobody cares about that guy.
And the real Dr. V.
Your chopped liver.
Hey, don't feel bad, Andy. I'm across the lake from you.
Oh, really?
Cold over here too.
Oh man. So I really seriously only shave once a year for my job to meet a certain requirement. But in that moment when that auction was happening and like the boss and I upstairs, the wife and I made the decision to donate a couple of slabs. In the moment when I realized, I'm like, oh my, there is almost 100 people watching this. And I'm like, this is good. Perfect. Hey, hun, give me my clippers, bring them down. And she's like, you're not seriously thinking this. And I'm like, it grows back. This is perfect. And we had people bidding for me to keep it. People your first bird. bidding for me to shave it. And I told everybody in the chat that I would match them up to a certain point. And I just told them it was a number in my head. And they blew that number out of the water times 3 in less than 20 minutes.
Nice.
And it's for a charity. It was for a great cause, and it grows back. I'm already trying to make regular appearances so people can see it grow back.
I gotta borrow John's wizard beard. His wig, he had the white one.
Oh yeah.
I ordered one from
You have
Amazon.
to remember,
It didn't show up.
it's No Shave November. Grow a mo. So you're good. You got plenty of time to grow it back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was a pretty cool beard story. Better than any beard story I've ever had. So,
it reminded me, Andy. My dad was a principal for a high school for like 30 years, and he had a mustache through the great Magnum PI years and all that kind of stuff. And he would routinely do like charity fundraisers for the school, where if the kids met a certain amount, one of the seniors, like the senior class president, could shave him in front of the school. He did that a ton. So it totally reminded me of that. And so kudos to you, brother, because it was for a good cause, both for my dad and for you as well. Yeah, I lost my wrench. So
maybe because you picked Star Trek, John.
Perry wants to barter a wrench on my channel for a wrench on his channel.
Nice.
I've waited too long to not get a wrench. We got Doc. We got the real doctor. He's got his own wrench. Anywhere he goes, he's got a wrench.
I have a crap ton of wrenches.
I just noticed that. That is epic.
Barry had enough.
Perry is chaotic neutral tonight. Free balling all the way. That's hilarious. Rob Worth. I love the Dungeons and Dragons reference.
I wanted to feel important because everybody else is like, I'm in a sea of like gray, and like a few people have like blue wrenches. So I'm like, giving myself one.
On some channels, Real Dr. V, it's better not to have a wrench because your writing pops out even more because everybody's wrenches, and then there's the one guy in gray.
What channel is that? Who has blue wrenches?
Oh man.
I can't remember whose channel I was on when I saw like all these wrenches, and like there was only 2 people that didn't have wrenches, and they stood out as a result.
That's why you lost a wrench, John. You should have answered the phone. You know what's funny? Guess who called me today? Like 20 minutes into the stream. Freaking Tom. He called me yesterday, and my phone doesn't show the names anymore. It just shows the number, and I just ignore. I don't pick up my phone. I don't talk on the phone pretty much. And then I was looking at my phone and I clicked on the green button and it opened up my voicemail and it's like Tom Garcia. I'm like, oh no, he left me a voicemail. I'm like, oh no, what do I do, man? I'm ghosting Tom.
You can't threaten me into wrenching you, brother. It's not gonna work. Kat, how are you doing, man?
Just hanging out, having a good time. We got done with the core. We're hanging out.
What's Mark eating now?
Mark, you want to show him what you're eating?
Jesus.
So these are buffalo wing.
I guess it goes with Ghostbusters. Yeah.
Not that bad.
You see him trying to hide it from us? He's like this with the Cheez-Its and like, oh, what are you eating? Nothing.
Mark never stops eating, so it's just like, what's next?
I was gonna say that probably almost gone already.
It's almost gone.
You just opened that.
Oh.
I swear, he opened it
Like,
when we were in backstage of this. I swear he opened it.
So I'm sorry I missed the core tonight because I was at the same time. But Kat, what was your read of the week? What was the book for you this week?
That was some Money Shot.
Oh,
one.
Harry loves that Money Shot too.
So
There was a
Jenny
homage
Prison
cover.
gorgeousness right here.
They had this homage cover of Money Shot, and I found this book today, the original, but I can't find the Money Shot one for this. I'm so mad. But
It's the Money
good.
Shot of that's Andolfo, right? It's America Adolfo.
I think so. But
Yeah.
I did not think Money Shot was going to be a good book. I thought it was going to be like a typical sex type of a book. It was really good. I'm looking forward to the second issue.
I'm not gonna lie. I originally ordered it off of Midtown Comics just for the Mirka Adolfo cover because I was like, oh my god, Mirka Adolfo, click order. And then I was like, oh my god, Jenny Prison, click order. And then I actually opened this up and read it, and it was kind of fantastic.
Oh yeah.
Are you spirit animals with Bear Island?
What? What, Ben?
Are you spirit animals with Bear Island?
Am I spirit animals of Bear Island?
Yeah.
There's more
Oh
spirit animals.
no! This is left over from Mark's cosplay. At
Oh no,
Baltimore.
Bear Island's a huge Jenny Friesen. Jenny Friesen.
Yeah.
And Stephanie Hans, who's locked in his basement.
Oh, I might.
I
have
thought you were saying Barry Allen because he's over there eating.
True story. I didn't like Jenny Prison for the longest time, and then she came out with that Death of X Ant-Man cover, the Psylocke.
Oh, the Psylocke.
And I was
one,
like,
yeah.
I need that though. And then she started coming out with all these amazing covers, and I was like, okay, I kind of get all the hype now.
Yeah.
And she came out with this one, and I was like, yeah, I kind of need that one.
The Faithless cover was really kind of cool too. The one.
Yes,
It was debatable. It
I
looked like
actually
Wonder
have two
Woman.
of those.
I feel like her Wonder
Is
Woman.
that a downside though? That
Yeah.
looks like Wonder Woman.
It's
Is that
not a
really a
downside
downside
at
though?
all.
I
No,
think
not-
that's definitely a plus in
That
my
is
book.
absolutely a plus.
Hands down.
I feel like her Wonder Woman stuff is kind of like Art Germ's Supergirl stuff. I feel like it's really overrated and not very good. But
Her other stuff is fantastic.
when it comes to like Wonder Woman, I like Dodson way better. Terry Dodson's Wonder Woman is killer, and nobody talks about it.
I will tell you, Art Germ came out with a fantastic Wonder Woman where she's in the snow and there's
Yes.
a fur around
Damn
her cape.
It's a great cover. She's
That's
like
an
running through the
amazing
snow.
cover. And she's like, you can see the breath coming out.
Yes,
I love this one.
That's
one.
yes, that's
That
it.
one.
That's
Okay,
it.
that
That's
one.
it.
Yeah. I got.
That's-
That's how you know I love it.
that's
I
a
have it
fantastic
here because I like
cover.
to display it every now and then.
That's a fantastic cover.
it is easily top 5 of Art Germ. Period.
Yeah, hands down.
Yes.
That and I love the Thor Death of
The
Death
407,
of Female
And
Thor.
just-
Where she's
cover.
taking the
wait,
mask
just
off.
wait.
Yes.
Because the Dark Universe Starfire's coming out. I already
He's
have that
doing
on
that one?
pre-order,
Oh,
and
did you
that's
see that cover?
gorgeous.
Yeah, you saw that cover?
I have that cover coming.
Nice.
Dude, the second I heard Starfire and Art Germ in the same sentence, you knew I was coming.
Yeah, my
Let's
girl's
be
gonna love
honest
that.
now. It's Starfire.
Is that
That's
an online exclusive, or do you
Yes.
have to? Okay, so I got to get that in my
Exclusive
girl's.
to
are gonna-
his store. The only thing that kind of disappointed me with that was you have to get it in 2 packs. So you have to either get it in like the main cover that's the 2 girls and then the 1. You can't just get the 3 where it's the 2 different girls and then the main cover. That was the big disappointment for me. So I just got the 2 girls on the 1 cover, this is the main cover, and then I got the Starfire. I might
Yeah,
go
my
back
friend,
to the Raven
Oh,
later.
that's the
My-
homage
my-
cover.
my-
So that's the
Your
homage to
that-
this one.
Face
There you
Perry.
go.
Right here. in
my
your
friend,
face,
Right
my,
there.
He just
Robin?
money shot all over your
Yes,
face.
money shot.
What was that, Dr. V?
I was just saying, my friend Popefire, she has a YouTube channel. She's crazy about Starfire. She has all the Starfire and like Dick Grayson dolls up behind figurines.
Oh, wow.
Everything she has behind her.
Ooh.
And anything that's to do with Starfire, it's like that's all she talks about. She's like, I know it's Starfire. Anything else? Oh well.
Starfire is my girl, though.
That's
Yeah.
her. That's same for her.
Amazing.
You're trying to trade me on
Starfire
that?
on every team and every book, and you'll get my money, DC. Come on now. You want that KatRen money? Put her in every title, and I'll buy it.
Tony Fett saying if the writing in Wonder Woman was as good as the covers, I totally agree. But I do love the Art Germ Catwoman run. I think it's a really underrated series of books, and I have the whole run. But that's only because I love what Joelle Jones does also on the inside of those books.
I'm going to argue with that statement because Wonder Woman also gave us kangaroo racing in this recent run of comics.
Oh, man.
So kangaroo racing from what is it? G. Willow Wilson. So big shout out to her.
It's very
The
funny.
current writer of Wonder Woman. So
Right.
Yeah.
kangaroo racing. I'm just saying you can't beat kangaroo racing.
I dropped I was gonna say, and then the private chat says I don't have a blue wrench. You know, I dropped the link for my friend Popefire in the private chat on StreamYard.
Oh, cool. I'm
Okay.
definitely going to sub her up right now.
Oh, you can drop it in the main chat too.
I don't have a blue wrench.
Oh.
Or did you give me one?
You can drop
No,
it in
I
there.
have it open for everybody.
Oh, do
to drop
you?
links.
If you drop it in there, Z Collects has a wrench and he can clear it to
Yeah,
allow
I just
it.
That's
dropped
so
it.
weird because I'm used to people like saying, well, you can't do that.
Look, one thing about me, I do a stream called Lurking where I spend 2
That
to 3
just sounds
hours.
bad, lurking.
But what I
Who's
do
gonna
is
come out
I try to promote everybody. I don't care. Like, if I could help somebody find a YouTube channel that they love, then my job is done. You know,
She talks.
like,
Yeah.
I like helping. people.
Normally Friday nights, she's not live right now, but usually Friday nights, her and her friend Raggedy and Speedy, they basically do book reviews. So they read the original Teen Titans, the Marv Wolfman. So
Yes.
KatRen did a great interview with Marv. If you go over to the Comic Core channel, you can see an interview with KatRen and Marv Wolfman that was amazing, and it has a shockingly low 76 views, and it needs like 2,000. It's great. Marv Wolfman is a genius. And
He's a
phenomenal
sweetheart.
guy. He is the nicest person I've met at any con I've ever been to. Period.
So you were able to form like full functional sentences in front of this guy.
Yep.
Unlike the guy up in the left corner.
It was very
I
hard.
can't. I can't talk to creators. I just
No, Kat nailed it. It was a great interview with a great creator.
I had a mini scream right before. I've met him multiple times. I've met him and George Perez multiple times. I'm a huge Teen Titans fan. The last time I met him before Baltimore, I was actually cosplaying as Starfire, and he complimented me on my cosplay, so I was pretty excited about this. And the most recent one, he told me, "Don't touch me. I don't want to be red." And I looked at him and I was like, "Okay, sir, I will not touch you."
Staying on the subject of Titans, are you been following the Young Justice stuff or the cartoon stuff, or on the DC streaming app? Or
DC streaming app, yes. I'm still collecting the comic series. I'm a little less so because Bendis has been doing some.
Well,
Bendis
I meant like the animated series.
Oh yes, definitely.
Okay. Yeah, as far as the new stuff, it's kind of like, I want the cover art and that's it.
I agree, Tony Fett. It's sad that any time a creator like a Marv Wolfman or a Howard Chaykin or whatever has like a limited number of people in their line, I think it's shocking. And when I went to WonderCon, which was my first big con, I didn't know he was going to be there, and I saw nobody in his line, and it just broke my heart because I knew I had so many books at home that just needed a Marv Wolfman signature, and I was so pumped to be able to bring a couple from my collection to talk to him for a little bit, get some books signed, and then sit behind the camera and watch
awesome
KatRen kill it in a little
And you
chat.
didn't get it graded? I would
I
have
didn't
graded
get
with
them
the same
graded. No, these are books I'm never going to sell. I've had this Deathstroke. I have that first run of Deathstroke for so long.
Oh yeah,
dude.
I
wouldn't be holding it. It'd be in a glass frame right now. It's standing up.
It's got plenty of little dings and marks. I almost took it to Mike Zeck to get it signed too because he did.
Oh, you should have, man.
Oh wow.
Mike Zeck's table had more crickets than people.
But that's because he charges a ton for his books. So I got the ones that I wanted signed by Zeck. I got the two I wanted.
I want that Secret Wars so bad.
Nice.
These were the books I got signed by
That
Zeck.
Doom is fire.
The better Secret Wars.
What was he
The only
charging
one there is.
books there?
Dr. V killing the truth. Yes, this is my favorite Secret Wars cover.
What was Zeck charging to sign books there?
I think it was $10 a cover. I might be wrong.
For the
John,
book?
look at this Doom
Dude,
cover
that's
I got.
great.
Just a sign. And I just
got
chose
the-
these two because they were my favorite
Dude.
Zeck covers. I brought this one along thinking, hey, maybe I get 3 signed. I saw his prices and I was like, nope, that's going to Zeck. That's going to Marv Wolfman.
Yeah.
But I wanted a little bit from everybody. I wanted to talk to a little bit of everybody and all my favorites. And just like Kat stood in line for King, and I stood in line for Tom King, and I got one book signed by him.
Did you get a stick figure?
No, I just wanted this book with the blank black background to get signed.
Wait, you guys stayed in line for your king. How long was the line?
It was long.
Really?
Here's the funny
Were
thing.
these angry people?
I want you to understand. I know that he gets a lot of hate in this YouTube community. Every con I've been to, he has had the longest line every fucking time. He has a line around the block, people loving his vision, loving his Mr. Miracle, and they will legitimately stand in line for hours.
Yes,
so
they
you
will.
can hate him for Batman. This guy has the longest line at Comic-Con, period.
I don't hate him. Like I was telling Perry and Z, I was trying to read. I got the issue of like the Rebirth Detective or Tom King run.
Yeah,
and I was just bored.
Yeah.
I couldn't get through it.
Like, so Tom King, probably the funniest creator I've met in a long time, because I brought him my blank sketch variant. If you follow him on any of his social medias, you know that he does the stick figure drawings because he wants to be an artist, but he's not like crazy talented or anything. So he was just Batman during like versus whatever. And he was so cool. I was cosplayed as Hellgirl at the time. And he's like, dude, I'm going to do a Hellboy. And he did a pretty fantastic Hellboy versus Batman. And then he immediately started to curse out Mitch Gerald, who's right next to him, because he didn't remind him that there was a tail on Hellboy.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
And he's like, dude, you were supposed to let me know this stuff. But the two of them were so funny back and forth, and he was just such a sweetheart.
One of my favorite writers right now has been Dan Jurgens writing the Batman Beyond stuff.
Yes.
So that and Donny Cates, those are like my two favorites to go to.
I love that they had Mitch and King, kind of like Jared's and King side by side, because it was nice. I could just like walk up, I set my book down, they signed and passed it over to the next person. Because again, pretty much everybody that was there to see one was there to see both.
Yeah.
And you had people like Bear Island Comics he had gotten in on Mitch Jared's like commission list and had this beautiful Batgirl done, but then the hair wasn't quite right. He wanted really Barbara Gordon flaming red hair, and Mitch was nice enough to go back over it and change the hair color to this like flame fire red color. And I was there to watch the like touch-ups.
Dude,
and it was cool.
Dude, speaking of Barbara Gordon, have you guys been following the Curse of the White Knight series?
I gave up on it. It was too much of the old. I wanted like a continuation of what he did for the White Knight Part 1, which I loved. And so I read issue 1 and I was like, this is not what I want to read. So I'll read the trade, I think, later on.
Yeah. Barbara does get a little hot-headed in this one. Wow. So if you're a Barbara fan, I just love, the White Knight. I love that. The fact that the biggest draw for me was not the Joker thing. I could care less with the Joker. it was basically all the cars, dude, all the Batmobiles. That was great for me. I get to see all the stuff. Batman driving on the rooftops. I'm like, this is like a Batman Begins, man.
Can I
great.
share a quick Bear Island story coming off of that one, John? So Bear Island, as many of us know here, won the contest for the Comic Corps to go to Baltimore.
Yes.
So I got to go straight up pinkies out here. Bear Island won the contest, and it circles back around. Bear Island gets access with the Comic Corps on the floor as they're setting up the booth, and he gets to check everything out. What does this guy do? This guy does a superhuman level solid, sends me a picture day one. He's like, Andy, I found your grail.
Oh, he's the reason why you got that? Dude.
Wow.
Shout out to Bear Island. I didn't even know that part.
This Bear Island found this book on the floor for me with dickaclub.com is where I bought this book. Dan Ford.
Yeah, they're on Instagram.
If you guys remember his name, Darren Ford. I think it's Darren Ford of Dicka Club. Bear Island found this book on the floor day one of the con in the first couple hours and said, hey, Andy, I think this might be in your price range because he knew I was hunting at 129. So he won the Comic Corps contest. He got there, got in early, we're circled back around again, and he did a superhuman solid. And instead of thinking of himself, he spent the time and actually looked at some of the stuff. And he sent me a picture 2 hours before I could get on the floor. And he's like, hey, Andy, I think this is where you need to go look at this up. And I was like, I'm just stuck. I can't get in just yet, man. And I want to tell him the money and buy it for me. And I was like, oh, man. I had to share that really quick, guys.
Yeah, Bear Island's cool.
You okay over there, Rod?
No, please no.
No, I'm sorry. I got itch on my face, Perry. I gotta look up
what was that? I gave you a wrench back, John. I gave it back to you.
My favorite Bear Island element was like the interview with Jeff Lemire was supposed to be Jason from Comics Misexplained and Alec from White Whale Comics. They had planned ahead. They had written up questions. They had this whole thing together. Lemire was like busy. It was hard to schedule. Alec got in line to collect his CGC books, and then Lemire walks by the booth, and he's like, I'll be back in about 5 minutes. You guys good to go? And we're like, where's Alec? Like, how are we going to do this? And Jason's running around. We're trying to figure out how to do it, and Bear Island is a huge Lemire fan, so we're like, go, you do it. So we push these guys in. They do this Lemire interview. Alec gets back to the booth, and he's like, so where's the Lemire? I'm supposed to do this interview. Like it happened like 10 minutes ago, brother. Sorry about that. Alec was so pissed off that he missed Lemire. But Bear Island, it was like his highlight of the entire trip. Like he won. Firstly, he wins this amazing gift, right, to go to this con. Then he gets to interview one of his all-time favorite writers and sit down with Jeff Lemire and talk about it. Just all these books that he loves. And then to see Alec's face when he caught it, he missed out on it. The whole thing was just like, yes, this is what it's all about.
All right. Guys, it's a little late for us here. So we're going to dip out. So bye from the Midnighter. And we'll see you later on. Bye, guys.
Bye, see ya.
Bye. Later.
How do they say it? Au revoir.
This is all the beer I got left, Perry.
Are you guys leaving because you get out of food?
I think so. He's like, we don't got no food. The only thing we have to do left is to go to bed. Oh man.
Hey, so I was on Sim Potter's auction a couple days ago.
Uh-huh.
And I picked up some of his prints, so I just want to show those off real quick.
Yeah, whip it out real quick. Not that, but the prints. I'm just saying, don't get me banned. Oh, damn, dude.
Oh, Neon Genesis. Holy moly.
Never watched it, so I watched all the other ones.
I wish I could play your reaction. I see this reaction. It was the greatest thing on earth.
Hey, Z, let me get my. He did a sketch cover for me. Let me go grab it.
Go whip it out, John. That's cool. Where's that from?
I believe this is Gray from, or not Gray, from My Hero Academia.
Oh heck yeah! I have yet to watch My Hero yet. I heard great things though.
Oh man!
But I watched dubs, so I'm a loser.
Wait, are you drawing those or are you buying those?
So I bought these. Sim Potter had an art auction, I think, a couple days ago.
Okay.
Oh, dude.
So if I drew these, I would have had a lot more.
I was gonna say, if you drew them, you gotta send me some, right?
There's a lot of guys they follow on YouTube. Trusty Sidekick, Good Dog Press. He's actually putting out a Indiegogo comic book called Skunk Girl, Unbreathable Skunk Girl. So El Guapo Comics, Pablo Romero Art. Yeah, those guys are just crazy, like talented. Like I'm thinking, like, why aren't you guys making more money than Marvel and DC? it's like your art is like better than some of the Spider-Man books I've read in the past. Like at least with the original Spider-Man runs, like you had John Romita Senior drawing it. It was so consistent. I don't like it where I'm like, oh, this is really great. And I was like, what the heck happened? Especially Nick Spencer's run. They had like some of the art was just like crazy, like gross. It's like the story's okay as it is. It's mediocre. And then when you take away my good art, I'm not buying anymore. I'll wait till art gets back and I'll just catch up.
Hey, Z, can you show that in Evangelion print again? Sorry, Doc. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, it's okay. No.
This is a stunning print for me.
So now, where is this? What's the story on this? Because this doesn't.
So I have no idea where this is from, but apparently Andy does.
Okay,
I just because it looked cool.
Okay, so this is Neon Genesis Evangelion, and I'm terrible at the pronunciation, but this is one of the animes out of the 90s that was the story was written so far ahead of its time, and it was such a mind-bending story that people continue to go back and watch it again, and it's kind of hard to follow when you're a kid. It's really hard to follow when you're a kid. And then when you start going back and rewatching it as an adult, you're like, oh my God, wow, my mind is blown. I didn't realize that he was getting at this, and this.
No.
So Neon Genesis is that and Akira. Akira back here are the two animes I was exposed to as somebody in high school. And they're the two best animes I've ever found. Now there's a lot of great animes out there. Don't get me wrong, they're all really good, but Neon Genesis and Akira are so close to my heart. That print is stunning, man. That is a great print.
Akira and I get a group of Akira and Macross.
Oh, yep.
Those are the ones I was exposed to when I was a kid, like back in high school, like freshman year. And then I got into the whole Dragon Ball Z stuff. Roll your eyes if you want.
So if any of you guys remember that movie out of the 80s when you were a kid where Robot Jocks. Does anybody remember Robot Jocks out of the 80s when the guys would get into the robots that were like 100 feet tall and they would battle out
Gundam?
They'd battle out like in a gladiator arena. This was like 1988, 1989. And maybe it was 91, 92, but it was early. And it was like a B-rated film. But when you're a kid, it was the coolest thing in the world. So Neon Genesis Evangelion is like the next step up from there, where like the kids and the passengers in those big robots, they were like attached, like physically and mentally attached to those robots, and they were doing battle like that.
It sounds like Halo, man.
Oh God, it was so cool. I'm gonna stop. I'll stop bulldozing you guys with chat.
No.
Ahead, dude. I love knowledge.
477. It's original art, Andy. It's not prints. My bad.
You're right. Okay. Mark needed food, so he went to the store.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, Andy.
Yeah.
Send me your address. I'll send it your way.
No. You don't have to do that, dude. Where can I find the artist?
I got it just because it looked cool, but you actually know the show and stuff like that, so I'll send it your way. Just send me your address on IG and I'll get it out.
Yeah, just tell us right now on live.
Yeah, what's your address? By the way, what's your social?
I'll hit you on IG and I'll definitely send an AOK your way.
No, don't worry about it.
But that's original art is super, super cool. And to be fair, Piggy's out. So Joe 477771 is affectionately referred to on YouTube as Joey Bag of Sevens.
Joey Bags of Seven.
89. I was 2. I wasn't even born.
I gotta update my. Hey, I know you guys can't really see all the gray, But yeah.
I can't, John. All we see is gray. John,
So
what were you
here's
going to
my-
get besides food?
So
I've been going gray
Sin
since
Potter-
23, so I don't go on camera as much.
I was in a Sin Potter auction. That guy's amazing. He's super talented. And he had an X-23 cover. And my girls have almost a full run of the all-new Wolverine. They have all the keys, all the big. We're missing just a couple of random issues. And I have an X-23. He had an X-23 blank cover, and he did this for us.
Oh, let's see that. Oh,
Nice.
shit, dude.
Ooh.
Too freaking awesome. Laura Kinney as all-new Wolverine. Just a really cool cover. Just badass.
That's
So-
fucking cool, dude.
Sin Potter is legit talented. Awesome guy.
Speaking on the topic of the all new stuff, what about the rumors of DC doing an all new thing?
What
You're
do you think?
aging it up and this basically replacing everybody, like Marvel did for a while.
Look at Curry.
I mean, I like Super Sons as they were until Bendis aged John. But I mean, like, if it's not the main continuity, if it's like a separate book, I'm okay with it. That's the way I thought Marvel should have done. So getting rid of all the universes and going back to one and say, like, either you like this or don't buy it. That's when I draw the line. It gets a little. I
don't know. I'm like a really big DC fan, but I have to agree that if it wasn't for the many Batman or Batman inclusive titles with characters like Harley Quinn or any of the villains from Batman like Joker, if it wasn't for that realm, DC would have nothing.
No.
Teen Titans is standing on a leg by its own, and the majority of DC books just fall at the wayside. There's so many DC books that come out every week that nobody talks about.
I've
And
been
they're
reading
just-
the
they're just
new
not
one,
good.
the Harleen ones, the Black Label ones.
I dabbled into it a bit, and it just, after like the third or fourth page, it just didn't grab my interest enough to keep reading it.
It's like Mad Love, but stretched out to 64 pages.
Sure, and then they're dropping these. Where is it? Right here.
But
what
the
am
reason
I
why
supposed to do with this?
The reason
where am I putting this?
You know what that's in? I get right now. It's in my my long box.
You know, I don't understand. I can't fit it anywhere.
I have long boxes just for the books like that. I just wish they made wider boxes though.
Oh wow, John, you picked it up. What'd you think?
This is for HAQ. Says I don't read DC books. In your face,
bro.
I
Good
enjoyed
artwork inside. Amazing, right?
The artwork is fire.
That's what I'm saying. It matches the cover.
I'm definitely getting issue 2.
Me too.
I don't know if it has what it takes to keep going because it's really wordy. I
think it's just
really
a
wish they
four-parter.
focused more on the story. I don't know that I have a main character yet. I don't even know who the main character of this book is.
I think it's just a group.
That makes 2 of us. I've never read it.
But I do feel like there's something here that could be great. And I want to support the idea that DC's Black Label doesn't have to freaking be the Batman universe. And
No, it
only
doesn't.
The Batman universe.
Yeah, which is
Every
what
time
I'm
they
happy
put out,
with.
hey, we got another Joker book with Jeff Lemire. I'm like, can we get something freaking out? I don't want another Joker book. I don't want another Harley book. I don't want another Batman book. We got enough.
Yes,
Where's
Yeah.
the-
100.
Where's the Blue Beetle R-rated comic?
Dead Man, a freaking Dead Man
I
book.
want.
Yep.
Just give me Hellblazer. That's all I want.
Yes. Where's the Swamp Thing R-rated horror comic?
Right,
Yes, you're hyping me up to read this book. I hope it holds.
dude. I'm sad. I didn't realize it was a one shot. I hope they because they're talking about bringing more John Constantine and stuff in there in the Sandman universe. So
That's what I'm saying. They haven't been so transparent exactly what they're doing with Black Label. It's kind of like they threw away Vertical and launched out Black Label without really telling us exactly what Black Label is.
Yeah,
because it's like if this is a
Do you
one
think
shot,
they didn't tell us because they don't know themselves?
I think
me,
so. Like, look, if this
going
is a
with
one shot and they go to drop another book like this, is the universe going to connect, or is it going to be like every other Black Label that has its own sole universe?
I'll say this:
confusing.
read that first, and then go back and read the Vertigo.
Okay,
The
I
Vertigo
enjoyed
Hellblazer series.
Vertical had so many good titles.
to be fair, DC came out and they basically, the only thing I remember them saying was that they had the black label they listed as for mature readers, and then the young animals or the young something. That's the only thing I heard about those two distinctions for DC, and that was pretty much it.
Yeah,
and I know that HAQ teases me about being like a DC hater, and I'm trying not to be, because honestly, I have a fair amount of DC books in my collection. I'm a modern, like current DC disappointed reader.
See,
I want to read this.
I'm all over.
I think that the only things I'm enjoying reading from DC are Catwoman, and that's it. Like there's so much crap, and even the best stuff is like riding a roller coaster. Sometimes it's great, sometimes it's bad. I blame editors. I don't blame artists and writers. I think it's just nobody is editing anything over there. And I think a smart editor, like a couple of people taking the reins, could really come up with some great stuff. I just think right now they're like, well, Batman sells. Let's just do everything Batman and just screw the rest of this stuff. And it's like, that's not how you run a company. Imagine if Marvel just decided, you know what? Forget the Avengers. Forget all this other stuff. We're just going to sell Spider-Man, and that's it.
Dude,
Well,
I
it seems like they're
love
doing
it.
that.
I think it would run that company into the freaking ground. Is what it would do.
Is that why everybody's so upset with Jim Lee? I heard there's a lot of people, a lot of DC fans are upset with Jim Lee.
Well, he's managing editor, right? And he's making these big decisions, and I don't know that necessarily he is built to make those big decisions.
Correct.
He's really good at letting writers and artists do what they want. The problem is writers and artists need control. They need boundaries.
Well,
they
maybe
need power over them.
All those years he spent helping to kick up Image and start Image and grow Image made him not as tuned to what he should be for DC.
If anything, I want Dynamite to bring back the old Chastity comics and all that stuff. Bring it back. They tried to do it in 2014 with a horrible Woken reboot. Did not care for that. Bring back the original stuff. I want the original Evil Ernie and all that stuff. Basically the 90s Bad Girls comics. Those are what sold. Sorry.
Hey,
you may not like the stories, but they sold. They helped them out. You know, Malibu was actually pretty good too. But
congratulations, metaphorical.
No way! So
Nice.
cool, dude.
Oh, that's why he needs a small blazer.
Did you name him Perry?
Yes. Hey, that's how he got his wrench.
Was there some backhand deal?
Yeah, he hit me in the DMs real quick. Oh man,
I need a name. If I name my son,
that is so cool. That's something that will never escape me. Was the moment my son was born and I got to look into his eyes. Oh my Lord Almighty!
That's when the pressure began.
That's when I was like, oh, I better not fuck up.
I was lost. I was lost looking into those eyes, and I saw a storm of blue ocean and like clouds, and I was like, oh my Lord, this is for real.
And a future beard.
Guys, we're getting too sensitive over here. We're not women.
You're getting very poetic with your words. I was like, oh damn, I've never described anything like that. Oh, there it is. Hey, what was it? Pinky's out, right?
At least he's got a beer bottle. You got some wine glass going on there.
Hey, this is actually, it was fruit punch.
If you're gonna do wine glass, you gotta have the pipe, man. You gotta be smoking too.
He's got the smoking jacket. Where's the pipe?
Yeah. The pipe is yeah, John knows about the pipe. Oh man. Hey John, that stream was pretty good. That what was it? The Middle West stream. So we did a stream on John's Comics with Kids channel where we do AOK Book Club, where we hand out someone a free trade in the community that hasn't read a book.
On Wednesday, yeah.
Yeah, on Wednesday. So we had a TJ the Slab Dragon, and that was pretty cool. My first meeting with him.
When you told people you were going to be lurking.
I literally set up a whole stream at the exact same time, and John messaged me. I'm like, oh shit, dude, my bad.
I sent him a message like, you're fucking kidding, right? Like, you've already told me you're going to be on my channel at the exact same time.
The thing is, though, when you say lurking, I'm thinking like you're lurking around people. It's you're doing live, so you're just walking around with a selfie stick. You're just lurking.
Well, that is going to go. That if I already have it, I got a selfie stick that moves. I'm gonna start going out in public and then streaming like that.
Just get the GoPro cam, put it attached to your head. Just walk around like that.
that's my favorite part now is when like half the people in the community start their live stream with a nope, he's not lurking under here, but he's in the chat. Perry Comics is hanging with us, and I'm like, this is hilarious.
Nice.
Oh man, yeah, no, I
want to shout out HAQ because he's saying if I could pick up just one Marvel book, what would it be? What's the best? That's a tough decision because if you jump, this is what I've noticed from doing book club with Alec is if you jump in the middle of a series, you're going to be confused. You're going to be frustrated.
Wait for a trade.
What you might want to do is pick up a trade, see if you like that story, and then follow along if it's right soon after. If you're going to guarantee a #1, I would go to my shop, look to see if you could find Marauders #1 that came out a week ago. That is a really great read. You don't need any backstory. I think it's a lot of fun. But as far as picking up a current book that's running week to week, that's tough. Somebody shouted out Daredevil. I think Rob Worth shouted out Daredevil. It's really
I
good.
get the suggestion. I don't read Marvel, but Doctor Doom and Ghost Rider I thought were good.
Doctor Doom dropped about a month ago. They're going to be releasing issue 2. So that's one that you can jump in at issue 1 and read issue 2. I didn't read Ghost Rider, so I can't praise that.
Well, if you want to go back, you can read the from last year, the Venom series, Donny Cates.
Yeah, I think if you go way back, you're talking about obviously you could try Immortal Hulk from the beginning, you could try Venom from the beginning, but I think at that point you're 20 some books behind.
But a lot of times you can find preview pages online. You can read a couple for first couple pages.
Right now, Thor is starting Donny Cates in a month or so. Rob Worth is awesome.
I'm waiting for that, dude. Finally back to normal Thor.
So to be fair, he doesn't say quote unquote current. So HAQ, man, much love for the Punisher. I'm gonna say go grab Garth Ennis's Punisher Max run from years ago and read.
Oh, wow. I think he wants something more current though.
Punisher Max.
He didn't say current, so I was kind of like if you can go find something on the cheap and go enjoy a Marvel book, I'd like Garth Ennis's Punisher run.
I love how you just said Punisher Max. Punisher Max was, I was 13 years old. I hated reading in school and I got in trouble for not reading like on purpose, right? And so my stepbrother handed me a Punisher Max book and he said, "You see where it says explicit? That's the books you buy." And I was like, all right. I opened it. I'm like, I just seen brief nudity. I'm seeing people getting blown up. I'm seeing blood and guts. That was my introduction into comic books.
I feel like Tony Stark right now in Civil War when Spider-Man's like, "Hey, remember that old Star Wars movie with the like guys in the snow?" And the guy's like, "How young is this guy?" And I'm like, Jesus Christ, I didn't carbon date him. He's on the young side. He is on the young side. Holy crap! He just said like Punisher Max is ancient. Like that book is not old. That is not an old book. Perry, come on, man.
I was 13.
It's only
he's 13 when he read Punisher Max.
To be fair right now, Perry's only 18 years old at the moment.
I'm 26. Maybe I was a little bit older. I don't know. It was like early 2000s, right? Like 2005.
I think when I was 13, they were inventing Punisher.
Oh,
you seen the first appearance? You're like, oh, that comes out next week.
Wait. Was he still
read the date on that slab, Andy? Read the date on that slab. I gotta know now.
That was when he was using. No, he was using lethal rounds at that time, right?
What's the date, Andy? Give me the date, brother.
Is he no longer using lethal?
It's like 72 now.
74.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1974. Okay, I wasn't born. Thank God. Holy crap.
Oh man.
No, what?
That's prehistoric time.
I wouldn't want to be that old.
But without spoiling it, my wife was alive.
Cougar Patrol.
Hey, how's the bus tire treads on that? Oh, you just threw her under the bus.
Oh, man.
He doesn't watch YouTube, and especially not Perry's channel.
Oh man, you're probably right. Oh man.
No, I'm not shouting out anything bad against Punisher Max because it is a phenomenal read. I'm just saying I was a lot older than 13 when I read that.
I get what you're saying when he's probably looking for more current stuff too.
Well, did he say anything? I forgot to mention only Hulk, Spider-Man, and Wolverine walk back anything that happened before. I mean, Rob, honestly, Hack, if you're looking for Hulk, Spider-Man, and Wolverine, Read Immortal Hulk, the first trade. Ignore Perry. Read that first trade because I honestly think it's the best run that Marvel has offered in the last. Yeah. There's my man. That's my man.
Fuck
JB.
all you young bucks.
Thank you, Perry.
JB, that's funny.
I was born in '77 when the first Star Wars came out. So I
wow,
was
during the age of blow.
Thank God you were named. Dude, you're gonna think we weren't named Luke or Han.
You mean Luke Perry over there?
Hey, it's an iconic name, man.
He's right there. Dude, I was legitimately in high school for 90210, and he's named after a 90210 character.
That's awesome.
My mom was infatuated with him.
Guy was a great looking dude, man.
That's why I'm so handsome.
She had hopes for you.
I had the sideburns before I went into the beard, so I respect his work.
Hey, if you shave the beard, you're gonna do it on a stream?
Now, do you ride a motorcycle too?
No,
I don't.
My mom had a few rules when I was growing up. It was no tattoos. She had no smoking. She had no motorcycles. Those were actually no football. I wasn't allowed to play football either.
There's the Joker laugh. I just seen the Joker today.
Tank Farret is one of the guys we're talking about. He's a really good artist. He also does commissions as well. So if you guys want any custom sketches or anything, really just talk to him, man.
Heck yeah,
man. Sweet. I'm subbing him up then.
Love local artists.
And I do, and again, Sin Potter, I really do think he's a talented guy. He's very friendly. He's easy to get a hold of, and he does great work.
I'll pick it up, John, and I will read it. I'm not Barry.
Hack, I agree. He's one of the few people I've known who could read that first trade of Immortal Hulk and just not reply with, yes, I want this. I want more of this. And I honestly think the first, 20 or so issues of Immortal Hulk are uncomparable. Like it is unlike anything else you'll read. It is an excellent storyline all the way through Hulk in Hell is where I would say stop. Finish Hulk in Hell. In fact, my LCS had a $30, $40 hardcover first 12 issues or something of Immortal Hulk. And I was really considering buying it on Tuesday.
I saw a preview page, and I think it was on the preview page of, I think it was the first issue where he absorbs a dude.
Yeah.
He's in pieces. I was like, what is this, Deadpool Hulk? It's the first thing that popped in my mind. He's in pieces, slicing, and he merges back together. It's like they combined what's his name? Clayface, Hulk and Deadpool together. It's like
it's such a good read, and I think that first storyline is very horror-like, but I like that the later stories get into the pathology of Hulk. It's really childhood rules, no tattoos, no drugs are okay. Yeah.
I knew when Perry he was laughing at that.
Oh, my mom was a child of the 60s, and marijuana was definitely okay way before playing football or riding a motorcycle.
Well, that's because marijuana was safer back then.
And she's like, yeah, you ride a motorcycle with your helmet and it's just basically a brain bucket. But you can smoke a little weed and have fun with your friends. Like that, there was a dramatic difference between. So one of those was dangerous, and one of those was Friday.
You could smoke a bowl and drive your car, but you couldn't ride a motorcycle.
Fact. That was my house.
To be fair, the science is kind of showing that is a lot safer than a motorcycle.
I know, but it's like
Mama John had a point.
But
occasionally,
most people I know that smoked, they also drank at the same time.
Oh, good. A follow-up counterpoint. We're getting into drugs and alcohol.
Hey, man, it's late. We got to talk about the real issues, John.
I will say I finished my beer, Perry, so I'm going to bounce out of here.
You have a good evening, Mr.
It was honestly a lot of fun hanging with this gang.
You just want to talk about drugs.
He's like, oh, no, we're talking about drugs. I'm a teacher. I got to get off.
Yeah, it's not actually that, but
it is.
But it's also the fact that I've had my limit on Perry for one night. I have this bar, and I passed it, and I'm like, okay, I'm good. I've gotten enough.
Don't worry, we'll call you in 20 minutes.
Right? Leave me a voicemail. Although last time there was no voicemail. It was just 3 calls from Rod with no voicemail.
Oh man! Did you ever hear the voicemail?
How voicemail works.
You ever hear the voicemail?
There was no voicemail.
It was an epic voicemail.
I gotta watch your video to find the voicemail.
Watch the video. I'm gonna find it.
Videos,
I'm gonna edit. I'm gonna edit the voicemail and throw it into one of my next videos at the end.
Done.
It's
then I'll
classic.
watch
drugs, drugs are bad. Okay, there's a time and place for everything. It's called college.
I love
Felix
Rob
said he
Worst,
knew it.
man. Rob Worst, you are epic, awesome.
College is like
All right,
Vegas. What happens there stays there.
Night Gang, thanks for having me on.
You have a good one, Mr. John.
Peace.
Just say no to Perry.
Say no to Perry. Oh man, I was trying to see if I could get him on longer, like I do with Mr. Rod, but no, he's very stern.
He's disciplined, unlike me. He like it's like 1 a.m. here on the East Coast.
I'm in Florida.
That's why you guys are an hour ahead of me.
Oh yeah. No, well, John's in California, so he's 3 hours behind.
He's like
his night just started.
Yeah. Maybe he's a lightweight and he's getting tired of running to the other side of the house, the bathroom. Who knows?
John doesn't want to talk about the drugs. He believes in action, not words. Have fun, buddy. Hey, Bueller, what are you doing? You gonna jump on, Bueller?
Well, if we're gonna talk about drugs, I'm sure some of these,
man.
Dude, some of these writers for DC and Marvel, I wonder sometimes.
I gotta say, I read Donny Cates' Silver Surfer. I think I read like the first 2 issues. The artwork in that, you got to be like popping LSD or something, like some type of psych. Yeah, the artwork inside is crazy.
Oh yeah, totally with you on that one. The first 2 copies, I was like, this is freaking out there. But the story drew me in so much that I paid more attention to the story and lost track of the artwork. And by the end, I realized, well, this is still kind of weird, but I'm so into the story, I just don't care anymore.
Hey, Tank, you should jump on since you're drawing commissions. You can show off your work.
Sure, yeah, jump on.
We got opening now.
Let's see what you got, man.
Dude, Perry, thanks for the link and the opportunity to hang out. I appreciate it, man.
Oh, heck yeah, man. I remember. Was it you who were like, I'm not sure if I want to start my channel yet? I know somebody sent me a message a couple months ago. But
I don't know. I'm kind of. So I found this community via somebody told me to pay attention to the idea of starting a YouTube channel to get better at public speaking. I had no idea this community was here until I started researching that, and then I found this community and I was like, all bets are off. I got it. I really want to be a part of all this.
That's awesome. Well, I'm glad you're here and I'm glad you're able to interact, and you're always welcome to jump on with me. And how's it going, Travis?
Bueller.
It's good, man. I'm glad I can just use my phone and do this. I don't even have to get up out of my chair. I can just sit here and be an idiot.
You mean StreamYard doesn't kill your phone? I hear it eats up batteries. StreamYard does.
Yeah.
Well, he's waiting for that. He's like, my phone's on 20%. It's going to die in about 5 minutes. I could do a 5-minute stream with Barry.
He's like, here's my channel. I'm bye.
Awesome. How's everyone doing tonight?
Doing great, man.
How'd the auction go?
Travis is here.
Yeah, hey, John.
We're still great. So
glad
great
I bailed.
Wow.
It's so great that John left.
Yeah. I don't like doing stuff with that guy. That guy creeps me out.
Yeah, he's a big creeper.
It's the first time I met him, and he's drinking right on the stream, man. It's like, so then, like, Andy starts drinking to make me feel less uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, it's Friday night. You can do whatever you want on my stream except get naked.
That John guy is literally teaching our future generations, and that scares the shit out of me.
Now, is he a high school teacher or a college professor?
No, he's in elementary school.
Oh, elementary school. Wow. Just F him up right at the beginning, man. You're good.
Right? Listen, kids. Don't play football. Don't get a motorcycle. Hit this bowl of weed.
Here, kids. Here's a brownie. Here's a brownie for lunch.
These are the teachers' brownies. You can't have these.
Yeah.
That's why they like them in the school.
Recess. Here's a brownie instead. That's
Nice.
done. That's great. We're gonna get him in trouble with the school board.
Oh no.
He's gonna go to like a school board meeting, and they're gonna pull up videos on YouTube of him talking about this stuff.
I can't imagine no superintendents that aren't doing drugs.
Oh no, that doesn't go anything.
Going to strip clubs.
Pinkies out, pants off.
Oh,
That's small? Wow.
I gotta mute myself or I'm gonna blow your all mics.
Well, it's bad when he put third grade teacher after the pinkies out pants up. That makes him sound a little worse. I'm just kidding, John. It's nice to meet you.
Yeah, no, John's a nice guy. You know, he's
at private school. It's all good.
No,
Gets paid a lot of money.
Nice guy. I like John. Listen, John, he's cool.
John's an awesome cat, man. I can remember the first time I ran into him and I met him was at Baltimore, and he was in line for I forget who he was in line for, but he was right next.
He was doing lines at Baltimore.
What was he lying for and so on?
He was in line for an artist with Alec, White Whale Comics, and I'm like, I was so overcome with joy when I saw them. I wanted to run up and hug them both because they're two skinny string beans, and I just wanted to bear tackle them. Grab them. It's me. Hey, how's it going, guys? And then I saw them both. Like, oh my god, who is this guy? I was like, okay, yeah, I better pedal back here for a minute.
I was gonna say, did they know who you were? This guy, random guy's hugging me.
Well, they knew I was coming. They've like seen me on.
Okay, it wasn't just random. Like, there they are.
That would have been even better. Oh man, I should probably hide my face and then try that again.
There you go.
Especially if you're doing a Comic-Con, yeah, you can just wear anything, dude. Just put on a Jason mask, man. It's fine.
Hey, Bueller, I gotta say, how does it feel now that we're in November 1st to have dropped a video for the last 31 days in a row?
No, 32.
30. I couldn't, I tried last week to do a video every day. And by Monday or Tuesday this week, I was like, I can't.
You know, here's the thing. I was a while back. I'm going to do a video a day for a whole week. And I went to try to do it for a whole week. And I was like, this sucks, man. And for some reason, I don't know why. I'm like, you know what? October's got 31 days in it. Why couldn't I pick February? That would have got me a few extra days. But October, 31 days. I was like, you know what? I've been wanting to do it. I've been wanting to see if I can. It was more of a thing to see if I could do it type of thing. And man, I swear to God, I'm glad that shit's over because it is. It's now a damn video every day. It's just ridiculous. I don't know.
You could just do what I do and just jump on live streams.
That's what John does.
Live streams too. At the same time, I was literally doing live streams all the time and doing videos. So
well, I see. I'm not doing that part. I'm just doing the jumping on the live stream part.
Yeah, you did the 30. You did the 31 videos on the comics with Bueller, and then you were still doing live streaming on the
second channel. Oh yeah.
Oh,
what's up, Naomi?
If you count tonight, the auction that I did tonight, that's 33 videos in a row. And then all the other live streams that were on the other channel and other channels that I was on as well.
Oh man,
so it was a busy month. And so next week there's 2 videos. That's it. There's the top 10, and then the second week in November there's maybe 3 videos. And then a lot of people don't know this, but me and Tom have been working on some stuff. So me and Tom are in the middle of November are going to start doing some videos again together.
Oh,
so
heck yeah, dude.
So I'm taking a couple weeks off and just putting out a couple videos here and there, and that's it. But after that, me and him will get back and doing some more stuff together.
2-part question.
You're going to that Frankenstein meet, correct, Bueller?
Yeah, that's tomorrow. I'll be there.
Are you going to do any video for it?
No, I tend to not to do videos there just because it's so crowded. I mean, it's such a small building and it's just jam packed, and it's just hard to do. Carry a camera or a phone around and stuff, because it's kind of a more intimate type place, and I don't want to, people kind of give you a funny look or whatnot, because there's people drinking, there's a bar and everything, and so I wasn't planning on having a camera.
Now, you did the auction tonight. Was that a major success? Because I know you were saying at one point that every book has sold that you've shown so far.
Yeah, it was good. I had 24 lots.
Wow.
Everything sold, and I don't know, I did almost $1,000. So
what did that Venom book go for?
Which one? The
hot one, the kids book.
$101.
Wow.
Is that the first appearance of Dylan?
No, it's an IDW Marvel collaboration where they're doing the first time Venom's been in the IDW Spider-Man universe.
Oh, okay. Unfortunately, I missed most of the auction, man. I'm sorry. My son needed some attention. I was catching some of the lots, and I was getting ready to bid on some stuff,
Yeah.
and I had to bow out. So hopefully, I'll catch the next auction.
Yeah, no worries. I only do them like once a month. But yeah, that book sold for $101.
Wow. That just
and
came out.
Here's the thing. Guess who bought it?
Who bought it?
Steve Whiting bought it.
Oh my God.
Okay,
Fucking
and you know what?
Steve.
No, I'm not finished. You want to know what he did?
No.
He gifted it to the guy who he outbid for free.
Fucking Steve Whiting is. I keep telling you, there's no one nice in this entire community than Steve.
He literally gifted it to the guy that he outbid.
Shit,
he doesn't even know the guy. He doesn't even know him.
Wow.
He's like, I don't know who that was, but I just gave it to him and stuff. And the guy sent me an email. I just read it. He goes, I don't know who that Steve Whiting is, but he just gave me that book. I don't know.
He donated a book, right? The X-Men for the Bueller box?
I've had that one for a while. I've just been holding on to it until I had some more books to ship out. But yeah, Steve Whiting, man, I kid you not. I called him up after the thing. I said, I saw something in the chat. What's going on? And he's like, oh yeah. He goes, I just gave it to the guy that I outbid. He can have it. I go, really? I go, because that guy's local. I think at least he told me he's local. So I'm just going to go have coffee with the guy and give him the book that Steve paid for and doesn't even know. That's just awesome. Awesome.
Oh, man. I hope Steve doesn't hate me. Every time I see Steve, I see him in the comic book shop and I talk to him. And then like, I go to say bye.
He doesn't like you.
I know. I figured he doesn't. Look, I seen him on this Wednesday, and I was talking to him in the shop, and then I went to go say bye, but he turned around, and I didn't want to like bother him, so I just walked out the shop. And as I'm walking out the shop, I'm like, I hope he doesn't come after me and say goodbye because I feel like a dick for not saying goodbye. But how do I say goodbye? I don't want to bother him because I don't. And then I was just like, I'm just thinking about this whole thing walking to my car. I'm like. I hope Steve doesn't hate me because he is really genuinely nice. Like I just want to hang out with him and go fishing.
This whole community gives me goosebumps all the time. Every day I get goosebumps watching these videos.
Oh yeah, no, Steve's super cool, man. If you ever get a chance to meet Steve, he's like so freaking nice and like outgoing. Like when he talks and stuff, and it's a pleasure to be around him.
Yeah, he's great. I mean, when I like I said, I saw something in the chat. It's like somebody mentioned it in. But I didn't have a chance to look at it when I was doing the auction. And then I went back and I just called Steve and asked him what was going on. And he's like, oh, yeah, I just gifted that guy. So, I mean, I'm not surprised. I mean, I'm not surprised he would do something like that because that's the type of guy he is.
Yeah, Rob Worth, he's over here in Florida in the Tampa region. So his local comic shop. I think it's my same, we both have the same LCS. But,
I miss Florida so much down there, guys.
I heard it's like super humid and hot right now down there.
It sucks, yeah.
Where I'm like freezing my ass up up here.
Yeah,
it's better than Michigan with the inch of snow we just got.
I think I got like 5 inches on the ground right now.
Hey, little Z.
Hey, there. Hey, to be fair, 5 3/4 is average, sir.
Comic Man Andy, did you just quote a Letterkenny line?
I tried.
Yeah. Dude, that's all. I love that show. I literally have been binge watching that show with my son over the last 2 weeks, and it's just fantastic.
End of the laneway.
Yeah, it's so good. Letterkenny on Hulu, awesome.
I spent a great deal of time down in Florida, whether it's Jacksonville or Orlando or Daytona or Tampa. The head boss and I upstairs occasionally vacation down in Bradenton with some family down there. Florida is amazing. You guys have a great state and a great community down there. It is too awesome.
Oh yeah. Are you going to be able to come to MegaCon? I know a lot of people are coming to MegaCon this year.
I can't make it to MegaCon. I'm going to try to go to the Grand Rapids Comic Con in Michigan. Not this weekend, but the weekend after. That's even the local small cons still charge 30 some odd bucks per ticket per day. So whether you're going to California, Florida, Georgia, or Baltimore, the con prices are still $100 for two people per day, pretty much.
After $50 down here.
For when you pay parking, you pay all that other jazz. So we're going to go to the Grand Rapids Comic Con in the weekend after next. And then we've made a commitment that the both of us want to go to C2E2 to meet a good chunk of the community there too and hang out.
Hey Perry, I noticed you put a comment up on the chat from Niobe Comics. I don't know if you know who that is, but that's a gentleman who actually makes his own comic, Niobe Comics. I'm blanking on his name.
I think I might have lurked his stream a couple times.
Yeah, he makes his own comic, and he actually sent me a copy of Niobe and number one. This is a while ago, and I gotta tell you, I really enjoyed it. So I don't know.
That's awesome. Well, if he's still in here, Bueller liked it.
I definitely subbed him up.
Heck yeah.
I think that he's making more. I think he sent me a message saying that he's making more stuff or said something in the chat. So that's pretty cool because I really like
awesome.
I guess we were seeing that everybody lives in Florida in the chat. So check out Old Man Comics, also known as I Love Comics Ingleton. He's actually just a little bit out of. Well, Perry, you met him. You've been on his channel. Yeah. He's just outside of Orlando.
Oh wow, that's all.
And he goes. He has another channel called The Homegrown Tourist, where he goes to Disney and stuff and does reviews and stuff.
Oh, that's really cool.
So if you guys ever want to go down to Disney, meet up and dude, really awesome guy, Doug Ernst, if you know who that is, another writer. A lot of people go down to Tim Lin, who's writing Trump Wars. He's they basically go down there. Like if you want to meet someone who's local down there, he can hook you up with some deals on some hotels stuff, passes and stuff. Dude, great guy.
I got an Instagram chat where I try to add everyone from Florida. It's only a Florida chat that I want to start. It was more or less like an experiment to see how many people on my friends list are in Florida. Because when I started Instagram, I didn't add anyone of my friends or anyone of my family. I didn't tell nobody. I wanted to just be all focused on comic people. And so I amassed like a good amount of people, and there must be like 30 or 40 people in that chat. I had to mute it because it's just like notifications all the time, and I'll pop in like once a day or twice a day, and I'll just spend like a good 20 minutes reading everything. And it's like so cool to see the amount of people within my own state. I mean, we're the flaccid penis of Florida, which is Florida.
What's going on over there?
Florida is the flaccid penis of America.
No, yeah, it is. Yeah, it's the Gary Busey. If it was a state, if you're into a person, it'd be Gary Busey, coked, basically on meth.
Oh boy.
No, but yeah. No, yeah. Basically, Florida. A lot of people I know are YouTubers. Like they're either in California, or if they're not in California, they're down where it's on the East Coast, where it's nice and warm. Down south, it's like, hate you guys. it's like negative 20 here. They're like, oh, I'm so warm over here. It's like, look, is that a snowflake? No, it's not. I'm like,
the only snowflakes are in Miami.
Oh boy,
allegedly.
No, those
people on the East Coast.
People on the the snowflakes up here don't last that long.
Oh man, no, I'm originally from New Jersey, so I gotta say I don't miss the snow. I don't miss shoveling.
Dude, Michigan, don't you guys still have Ted Nugent over there?
So Ted Nugent officially moved out of Michigan, and
did he?
He lives in Texas full time now, is my understanding, and he only owns land in Michigan and
for hunting, right?
Yeah, Ted Nugent is you kind of love him or you kind of don't love him. Sure, I'm kind of on my own thing. I just kind of I don't care. He's too ingrained into politics, and I'm not a political person.
No.
I don't have the energy.
Fair. No.
Oh, hey, Putty Tat.
I just love him because he's pro gun, dude.
Is that nipples?
Yeah, that's nipples.
Nice to meet you, nipples.
I got nipples too, Greg. Can you milk me?
Hey, so has anyone seen Joker, the movie?
I was gonna say, which one?
I just seen it today, and I gotta say,
no, it's great.
As a comic book fan, the Joker didn't do anything for me. As a cinematic fan, I liked it in that sense, and I thought the acting was really good.
If you go into it, look at it as Elseworlds.
Yeah, it felt like if I had to put that into a comic book, I would put it into like a DC Black Label one shot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like nothing actually related to what I know as a comic book reader.
It was
kind of just felt like something unique that they did with the movie, and you just threw the name Joker on it.
It felt like the Killing Joke to me, a little bit without Batman though.
I have to agree with. I agree with Perry.
No, but the thing with Joker, it's a great movie but you don't have to call it Joker.
Sure.
If anybody else is called Arthur, it's a great movie. Throwing Joker on there was basically just for the WB to say, hey, we can make money off of this. It's a good movie, you know. But we're just gonna call it Joker.
That's a great point. That sums up a lot of what I hear from people in the community is that God, I'm gonna butcher his name. Joaquin Phoenix. How does he pronounce his name?
Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah. He did an amazing job acting that role, and a lot of people said that
killed it
well. But as the Joker, it just kind of doesn't fit, is what I'm hearing from people.
Well, it's really dark, and a lot of people are not. People up here they like Mark Hamill's version, like the Batman series, or they like Heath Ledger. This is like Heath Ledger taking a step farther.
Oh, I would love it then. I haven't seen it yet.
Like,
I wouldn't say that because
as far as being serious, you know, in the violence,
he killed massive amounts of people in the Dark Knight movie, to where like in the Joker movie, the new one, the Joaquin Phoenix only killed 3 or like less than 10. Let's just say.
I'd say the way they killed him though was like a little more gory than the Heath Ledger.
He stabbed a guy he put a pencil through a guy's brain.
Yeah, but this guy didn't use a pencil. He used something else, you know. And you actually,
that's still my favorite cut from any movie ever. Is like, watch this pencil disappear. Done.
You're like, let's see a magic trick. Bam.
That's still my favorite.
I really thought when I watched this movie, if it was a Joker, it really made the Joker look really weak and really kind of pathetic. That's kind of what I took from it.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like an origin story.
Yeah, but I mean, even the killing, like you referenced the Killing Joke, and I've read that book and I've looked at it. I mean, even in there, you know, he wasn't pathetic. He was actually married. He had a child on the way. He had a job. I mean, he made some wrong decisions or whatnot, but he could function.
Sure.
Where this version basically couldn't even function at all, and to think that he would eventually become a mastermind equivalent to a Batman character, but in a villain way, there's no way I get that from this guy.
The reason I bring up Killing Joke is because of the failed comedian act.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I can see that comparison because they were both comedians. But I'm gonna go and agree with Bueller. This is, you see Joaquin Phoenix. He killed it, by the way. The movie is actually, it was a good movie as a movie, but the Joker was very sloppy.
Yeah.
Everything was on the fly. Everything was sporadic. Joker that I know is, like you said, Batman. He's very, I'm 30 steps ahead of you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Joker, I know.
Although I did love his laugh though in the whole entire movie.
I did. I thought that was pretty cool.
And explain why he's laughing towards the end, right? Why he's doing that. Because he has like a nervous laugh.
Oh yeah.
He does.
I love how he killed the guy, and I'm sorry if I'm spoiling this, but he killed the guy when he went on the TV show with the guy, and he just like blew his fucking brains out. I was like, oh damn! And he got up and he's like, I just want to shoot him a couple more times. Like he's just.
Well, I wonder
Thanks,
if they.
Perry.
No, go ahead, Z. Sorry.
No, I just said thanks, Perry.
No problem. Don't worry, it'll still surprise you when you see it.
I wonder if they use that sporadicness to add to his level of insanity, or they try to do that.
I think they try to knock on mental health and try to make a message behind it.
Yeah, the whole movie is like mental health and how basically like there's no one gives a crap, no one listens to me, you know, and then he basically starts going down the rabbit hole where he's like, now I'm completely off my meds. Now he learns some truths about his own past, which really just makes him, you know what? I don't care anymore. And that's basically what it was. I got out of that, but the scene with the midget can't get out of the door, that was hilarious. That's all I'm gonna say.
He's like,
I won't say anything else. I don't want to ruin it.
Yeah,
I'm just saying there.
Okay, yeah, no, 100%. That was pretty funny because he's just like, oh shit, now I need to ask this guy for help. And it's like, I don't want to ask him for help. He's gonna fucking kill me. Like, you know. And there was a lot of moments that I noticed where there was nothing being said, and it was just a good amount of like classical music with him dancing, and I was just like,
well, yeah,
this is happening a lot in this movie.
Like Rob's saying,
in the movie, it's called Falling Down.
Yes. No. Yes.
Okay. So the first thing I thought when I watched Joker was I thought about that movie, And in that movie, the falling down character is basically going into madness. And at the end of the movie, it's been a long time. I mean, it's been about 20 years, but he basically ends up dying at the end. But he was just going insane. But he was fully functional. Like the guy was intelligent and everything, and he was intelligent enough to be tricking like his ex-wife that he still has a job and all this stuff and all these things. And I see that character, and literally, if you change the name and put the name Joker on that movie, that would be a more believable Joker character in the long run than I thought that this version of the Joker would be.
This isn't Joker. They just slapped the name on it, but it's still a great movie, though.
Yeah, I enjoyed the movie. I thought, if I just went there and if it was just called Arthur or something else, what didn't have anything to do with the because it's too difficult to separate the character and the movie, and not to mention it's literally called Joker type thing.
Yeah,
I mean, it's right there. So you can't really separate it, and it's going to be tied together. But the thing is, it's probably not even a movie we would even talk about if it didn't say Joker on it. It would be an indie movie that just got brushed by, and every few people heard about it and watched it. That would probably be the case if it didn't say Joker.
That's a good point.
I read an article. I don't know if this is true or not. It's just like clickbait stuff info. But there was about Jared Leto was complaining because he wanted to be the continuous Joker role, and he's upset because they went with Joaquin Phoenix and did this movie. And I guess he's jealous that this guy is getting more attention, than he is, because people hated Suicide Squad. At least I know I hated it. I know from other people I've heard they said they did not care for it.
I wasn't a fan of the Suicide Squad, but I mean, in all honesty, I didn't like that Joker, but that was more Joker.
Yeah, it was.
Than this Joker.
Yeah.
Was. I mean, it wasn't the one I like. I thought it was really bizarre.
I guess
in the ballpark.
I guess Joaquin Phoenix says he wants to do another Joker movie, but actually make it actually Joker, not this origin stuff. He wants to actually do full-fledged with Batman and everything.
Well, I thought they were gonna transition, and he would have to age like crazy.
Because Bruce is
a boy.
He's like 10 years old in this, and here's this guy looking at his mid-40s.
Yeah, I thought it would have been cool because he got at the end of the movie, he's in Arkham.
Yeah.
To my understanding, because it looked like Arkham to me, like a mental.
Do you know what I want?
I want Harley Quinn to be there.
You know what? Do what I want them to do? I want them to take the story from the Telltale's game, adapt that into either animated movie or just a live action movie. Because season 2 was great. If you guys played that, where he goes in, Bruce is in Arkham, and that's where he meets John Doe, Joker, before he becomes Joker.
Hey, Mr. Tank Farret, I believe this is the artist you spoke of.
Yes.
Oh, hey, how you guys doing?
How you doing this evening?
Good, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Sure. So you are because I know nothing about you, so I would like to.
Okay, well, I've my name is Weston Duggenstar, aka the Tank Farret. I've worked with CK Comics on Caliber and Hellslayer with the awesome Shane Will and Susan. Rest in peace. We miss you. I've done some covers and some pinup art and whatnot. I most recently worked on Thrashers and the Skunk Girl.
Oh no!
There he is.
Is that you, Perry?
I think I might have clicked you. I'm sorry.
It's all good. It's all good.
Way to go!
I'm sorry. You were captivating me so much. I leaned in, and the weight of my fat ass body clicked you off of here. So I apologize.
You're all good, man. Hey, by the way, I love your show, dude.
Thank you.
Most recently I worked, did the wraparound cover and some pinup art for the Unbreathable Skunk Girl, which is going into fulfillment real soon.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. And I know Dr. V. We're buds. He's a good guy.
Now you sound like you're quiet today. Like you're outside.
No. I'm just chilling I'm on a new computer. I'm over at my brother's house.
Oh, okay. Because usually you're on your phone.
Yeah. Normally I'm on my phone and I shove the mic in my mouth and I'm like,
and he starts roboting real badly, like worse than Sticks.
Oh yeah, I like to say that I'm so cyberpunk that when I get excited, I start speaking in binary.
Now you do commission work because I like to buy art from from artists.
I do. I do.
You get the money.
I mean, you know, I got a few shekels. You know.
We only accept ringgits.
Hey, Perry, I gotta get going, buddy. I gotta go get my son from work.
Oh, you have a good one then. I'll see you later, Bueller.
Yep. All right,
Later,
guys.
man.
Good night.
There's Bueller. He's an awesome guy.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
Heck yeah. So do you have any art to show? Because I mean, I would like to see some art.
Yeah, I'm actually trying to figure this out real quick.
Do a StreamYard. How to show your
You can do like a share screen at the bottom, and it shows what's on your desktop.
There we
as long as I don't have
go.
any-
I'm working. Oh, let me nix that
there
real
it is.
quick.
Oh shit.
I'm working on this right now. I'm going to color in, just throw in some flats right now. Scan this in. This is a promo picture for my upcoming comic graphic novel 2065 Retribution. The first issue is going to be called Scalpel Zero, and that's her right here. She's a prototype cyber droid with the production models finally coming out, so there's a little bit of insecurity on her end, and she wants to make sure that she stays valuable and viable to the company, because there is a fate worse than death, and that's called being sent to a university for further study.
Oh, I'm gonna get probed.
This is like Johnny Five disassembled.
Yeah. Oh, real bad. So, you know, Cyber Droid is it's a mixture of organic and artificial technologies.
That's awesome, dude. Now, do you have a like a website where people can go and request a commission piece or buy prints?
I am still getting squared away on that. I'm working with some buddies of mine to help me get that stuff up, because I am not as tech savvy as I am not net savvy.
Oh yeah.
You know what I do? You know what I do? Set up a Ko-Fi or coffee. Sorry, a coffee thing that you can.
Do you have a an Instagram?
Yes, I do.
Because I know that's a good, because I've gotten some commission pieces by just talking to artists on Instagram.
Absolutely. Instagram, Twitter, I am easily reachable there, both at Tank Farret Art.
Yep.
Sweet.
He also accepts Amazon gift cards or Home Depot gift cards.
I'm sure I can find a use for them.
Right. Gift cards, if you don't have a PayPal, gift cards work great, man.
But you got to throw them. You know, you can't send them in the mail or nothing. You got to throw them as hard as you can. If I don't get it,
you get a screenshot them for him. Yeah.
Your Tank Farret Arts.
So for those of you in the chat, I did post his Instagram in the chat. So
sweet.
All you guys got to do is click on the link and it'll take you to his IG.
Boom! I just
Tank, Manny, Good Dog Press. Also, they you guys are like this every week. I see ERTs is another one.
Yep.
ERTs. He's always doing like the live streams. And
you guys they usually do a digital bullpen on Fridays, and then you jump in on the Drawn and Quartered, the fan edition.
Yeah.
Was that Friday nights or is that
Thursday nights?
Thursday nights, yeah. It's I believe it's on Chester Busby's channel.
Yes, it is.
So always great. If you basically like just watching streams where people just draw, dude, like even just random job that like they'll have a topic and they'll just like Pullfire used to do that too. If you remember, I don't take you over on their channel when she did that. They would do our the fans thing like that too. Also, she had her little group, and let's say she'd say the character, and then what I would do is the people in the chat would vote on what situation would be like. It'd be like for example, you could do like Big Bird and Big Bird with a machine gun, or Big Bird eating a Big Mac, or anything weird like that. It just show you the range of the talent that these people drawing, and you just promote art. That's all you do.
Oh yeah.
Pope Fire is absolutely awesome. I've been a huge fan. She's a wonderful person. So yeah,
cool.
I'm a big supporter of her.
I like seeing artists because it's like you have like a talent and a love for something, and you're able to actually put one foot in front of the other and try to make a living off of it. I think that's freaking awesome.
Yep. Promoting art. just avoiding all the freaking drama that's on Twitter and everything else. Just doing that, just promoting, man. That's all you got to do. You don't need to bring down other people. I hate that crap.
That's what I feel like Twitter's a dumpster fire. That's why I like IG so much.
Yeah. I go on Twitter and I think I put my new video on Twitter. I'm like, hey, I just dropped the video, and then I'll go and I'll spend like 20 minutes on the toilet looking at other people's stuff, and then there's my Twitter for the day. If I even get to go on.
If anybody's in the chat still listening and still talking and looking, if you guys haven't checked out Tank Farret art on IG, this is stunning. This is great comic book art right here.
If you're live in the chat, press 1.
We got a bunch of lurkers, They're like me. They like to watch.
Yeah.
I'm scrolling through this right now, and it's like, oh my god, this is great art.
Oh, thank you.
Yep. Pablo Romero's another one too. Those guys.
Oh man. Yeah, I'm gonna be hiring Pablo
so
to do
that's
some
how you
cool
color?
pinup art for me.
That's how you color? You use the pen tool and then you throw a layer on top
Stylus,
of that?
yeah.
That's fucking cool. I make thumbnails, so I go on Photoshop a lot. So that's so cool how you that's how you color. That's freaking awesome, dude.
Yeah, I'm just throwing down some flats right now, so that way I can doodle it later, make sure I've got my layers properly labeled.
It's all about layers, man.
It is. I'm a veteran of what do you call that? Graphic art.
Yeah, digital inking.
Yeah, well, not necessarily digital ink, but just graphic art in general, graphic design. I used to do ads and posters and
that's awesome.
Postcards for dental offices.
So you're like progressively climbing up that artist ladder.
I am.
That's awesome, dude.
I'm finally at a point where I can start making some money off of it. It's not always consistent, but it's a hustle. The hustle is real.
Yeah, the hustle, dude.
The only downside is when you guys do all these comics online is that it's getting into the printer and it costs money. So unfortunately, you can't sell like in Marvel. The mainstream they're doing like $4 or Sometimes if you want to pay $10-15, I'll do what I do. I look for the guys who are involved in drama. If I really love your art, man, I support it. But if you're out there bashing other artists, I'm like, get my money, man.
Right?
Although there is one though by Adam Post, it's called College of the Dead. 140-page book he just dropped out on off his last campaign. It's all about just basically zombies, man, in a college setting, and it's actually with black and white. Dude, I felt like I was watching or just reading another version of The Walking Dead, but with different characters. High school kids trying to survive college, but also trying to survive zombies. Dude, so Kickstarter, Indiegogo, you can find a lot of these guys on there.
That's so freaking cool, man.
Yeah, this
how you connected the pen tool and then you just dropped the color like that. That's so cool, man. I don't know why. That's just like magic. How you just click the button and it just boom.
See, I'm more a promoter. I'm not the drawer. I can't even draw a stick figure, man.
So what's really stunning right now is that technology has caught up to a point, and artists have caught up to a point where they do such an amazing job utilizing technology that my eye and the eye of the average buyer can't tell whether it's a piece of technology that's produced this art or a pen and paper.
There are still artists who do the ink and the original ink stuff, and that's for their books. And then there's
now Tank, as an artist, what do you feel is if you got a job at DC today and they said you're gonna be drawing our covers, you could draw it however you want, what would be more comfortable for you as artistic expression? Would you rather do ink and pencils or straight everything on the computer?
Oh, I'm old school, man. I'm analog. I'm an analog artist in a digital world.
Wow. Yeah. Well, that's a great thing, because if digital ever goes away, you're good.
Well, digital art's not going away. It's
technology. If we ever go into dark ages, you're still writing the inks, man.
Right. Yeah. When the zombie apocalypse does happen, like in Adam Post's new book, College of the Dead, pick it up. It's really cool. Adam is he's a veteran of indie comics. He's actually a kind of a big deal. I don't think a lot of people really understand what a big deal Adam Post is in the world of indie comics. That guy's been making it go right and delivering consistent, high quality products to customers for geez, since I was a
Yeah.
kid, like 30 years.
Wow.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
he's
my only complaint with the book is like sometimes like the girls like they because it's all black and white. I'm like, which one is this again? I have to go back to the front of the book because he actually has like the pictures with the names stuff and the stories. So I have to go back to the very front. I'm like, okay, that's who that is. I'm like, there's just too many characters in one panel, and they all look the same because it's black and white.
That's the trap, though. You know, it's There's a trap in comics of the deadlines are so short and so fast that you get into a habit of drawing. You get good at one face.
Yeah, and then you just change it a little bit.
Like you look at Jim Lee's artwork, that guy is sick house good, right? But everybody has the same face. All the girls have the same face. All the guys have the same guy face. It's just all the same stuff.
It's a great point.
And it's a shortcut. It's a shortcut, so it gets done super fast. And you get guys like Todd McFarlane who have a more interpretive style, you know, and all their faces.
Enjoy the boy.
Rob Liefeld's got great art too.
Hey, Metaphorical, congratulations again, man.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. His son was just born, I think, tonight.
Oh, congratulations!
That's freaking awesome.
I had my wife and I recently realized they weren't Pokemon, so we stopped at 6.
Oh,
you gotta get them all, man.
I can't figure out what to do with one, let alone 6.
It gets easier the more you have. After a while, you're just like, we got it.
After you learn the first 2 or 3, you kind of figure out what you're doing.
Don't they kind of start taking care of themselves at some point?
They do start helping to take care of each other.
Well, yeah, the oldest one is like now 6 now.
Follow the.
You gotta wait till they're a little bit older so that you could train them to hunt through back bins. So you could go to comic shops and have six kids looking through different long boxes at the same time for your.
Tank, did you at least space them out like 3 years apart, or 2 years apart?
They're a little spaced out.
That helps out a lot. Now where you have like 6 templates, you know.
Yeah. No, they're spread out a little bit. But,
we're all a year apart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How old are you again? Well, if he's 6, you must be 5. Okay. It's
the truth, though. It's the truth. We have 3 boys kind of clustered together, 2 older girls and 1 baby girl.
So, yeah,
very cool.
And a lot of comics.
Family of 4 here. My oldest one is 11 years. She's 11 years older than I am. But then it's like it's basically when girl boy. I was the last. It's like So I have one sibling that's 3 years older than me, and then another one who's 6, and then another one who's 11.
That's
Metaphorical says they even wipe their own books. Hey man, my son's 13 years old. I gotta remind him to wipe his ass. So don't think you're gonna.
A family is an amazing thing, and it's really funny how this fits in with comics.
Sure.
We were told that at some point we could never have kids, and at that point we kind of rewrote our 5-year plan, and we got back into some of our hobbies and some of our other things, and I discovered Saga. Well, when I discovered Saga and I opened up that first page and I saw that first page. As somebody who was just told that I couldn't have kids, I was pretty disgusted. I was like, this is hurtful being slapped in my face. That same week I bought that first trade paperback, we found out we were pregnant. Literally, we did our last ditch effort, spent the money we were going to spend. I bought that trade, and I'm like, really? Seriously? And I chucked that book across the room, and I was like, God, that hurts. And like a week or a week and a half later, we found out we were pregnant. I was like, holy crap, what happened?
That's awesome.
How you're able to experience being a father.
Oh my Lord. That is something you can never ever trade for anything in that moment. Sure. And all of my dude buddies were like, don't look. And I'm like, I'm only going to see this once. I got to check this out.
Right.
I was like amazed, frightened, stunned, everything all in one shot. But it's so fast in the moment that you get to look into those eyes. And I'm like, I froze. I froze when I saw my son's eyes, and I'll never forget that image right there ever for the rest of my life. And that's when I discovered. That's when I personally discovered my immortality was my son. That's my immortality.
Mm-hmm. The best part is when they learn how to shovel the driveway.
Or take the garbage out.
You're in Michigan, man, so you get snow over there.
I'll be happy when he's done pooping in his diapers.
That too.
Well, hopefully by
that
then
is
he
a
is
joyous
done.
moment.
What's up, Tom? Tom.
Oh, hey, Tom. I know him. What's up? Pinky's out. Yo, have a brew.
Oh, yeah.
As much as I love using the snow thrower, I also like having like someone else out there shoveling too, because I have a long driveway. It's not fun.
Oh yeah, and it's in Michigan. One of the things you consider in Michigan is when you buy a house is how long is that driveway?
How far away is away from the rest of your river you got over there?
Right.
You guys got well water? Or you guys got bottled water?
Such a Michigan. Oh yeah. Oh, I don't mean to yell. I'm totally blowing out your guys' mic.
I got the volume down. I'm good. Anybody else in the chat? It's your own problem.
Yeah.
Turn the volume.
I'm so bad at that. That's one of my first YouTube videos ever was somebody. I was unboxing a CGC return that I never actually opened. I never opened the box. So I totally trolled all of the YouTube comic book community, and I like grabbed every tool, never opened the box, but somehow like I cheered when I actually did open the box, and all the comments were like, "You blew out my eardrums, man." I was like, "Oh." I didn't realize how bad that could be when I yell.
Oh, well, that's how Nerdette Newsstand. She squeaks when she gets excited. She's a really big fan of Batman, so she was playing Arkham Knight, and she's like, it's like, "Can you stop squeaking?" And she's like, "I can't help it."
Yeah, Tristan's way cool and funny, especially when she squeaks.
Like we do it purposely to get her to start laughing, so she squeaks again.
Oh, fuck off! Sorry, Zeke just sent me this thing on Instagram. Tank Farret did this one right here of that's Lobo.
Oh yeah.
You just met the biggest Lobo fan in the world. That is so.
You might want to maximize your screen because the people on their phones are like, "What is that?"
Sorry.
No, I just saw that one. That's a stunning. Yes.
Oh, is that the one from the Drawn and Quartered?
Yeah. Maybe.
Let me see if I can get to.
Yeah,
that's the one from Drawn and Quartered. Yeah.
That's freaking awesome, dude.
Yeah, he's got a lot.
That's so dope. Yes,
dope.
I'm a pretty big Lobo fan. I let me just see what I got right here.
Speaking of Lobo, did you guys ever watch the Krypton show? Well, they actually had for season 2. They had Lobo on there.
Season 2. I'm still on season 1. I know he came on season 2, and his book Omega 3.
It's like Lobo with an Australian accent, but still, it's like the DC animated Superman show they had for a while, the one in the 90s.
I love this emblem.
That version of Lobo, where he's like a goofball, but he's still like I'm the main man and stuff.
He's like, I'm still a goofball. I'm crazy, but you can't do nothing to me.
Exactly. I just love it. I just love how he was represented in that cartoon, the 1990. Was it 97 or 96?
The Superman Adventures.
Animated. Yeah.
The way that he was like going punch with Superman.
I know. He's like, "Come on," and then he's laughing the whole time. He's like, "Come on, man!" Like, I love that series when
that's a character for DC Black Label that they can knock out of the park because he's very like grimy, like and evil and gritty. Yeah, there it is.
I know. Right now they have his daughter Crush is in. I think she has her own book or she's in something else.
She's in the new Teen Titans by Glass. I think he's writing it. And she's pretty cool. So she's good, and I'm not caught up, but I think she's slowly turning evil because Lobo came back and Lobo got a bounty to kill Crush.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, so he's like, I want to kill because he likes being the only. He committed mass genocide on his own people.
Yeah,
so
and I love it. I heard that issue was actually pretty good. Like their fight.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the whole fight. It's like almost no dialogue. It's like that's what you want, just straight going at it. Like Lobo picking up a train and dropping it on her. Like,
I still love the cartoon humor. Like I want him to like all like stars and stuff. I love that because basically that was my best version of seeing him as like when he was on that cartoon series. And then DC like, that's not the real Lobo. They brought in for the New 52. They brought in some other guy.
I don't know why they did that.
And he killed Lobo. And like, no, I'm the real Lobo. It's like this skinny little white guy.
Yeah,
it's like
I need Lobo to be a dirty, grimy,
beer drinking with a cigar, man,
biker, like the worst type of human being possible. That is Lobo. Evil to his core. That's what Stan Lee said. DC has the most evilest villain of all time, and they don't know what to do with him. You know? It's
have a good night, Trusty. Great to see you.
Oh yeah, did Trusty sidekick show up?
Yeah.
That's my boy.
He's gonna hit the sack.
3 minutes ago, yeah.
Hitting the sack. Well, yeah, no, it is about what? It's hitting almost 2:00 in the morning over here, so I'm gonna go have some dinner. I'm a little bit hungry.
My boy's gonna wake up in about 6 hours to watch Saturday morning cartoons, so Dad's got to be there in 6 hours.
What's Saturday morning cartoons? There's no such thing as that.
You gotta watch John's Saturday morning.
What is he watching on cartoons? What Cartoon Network?
Yeah,
what is he?
What do the kids watch now?
We're in the digital age, baby. We can watch whatever we want.
I was gonna say
Saturday morning cartoons is whatever he starts screaming for at 6 a.m.
I was gonna say that Saturday morning cartoons like died at the end of the 90s, man.
So I grew up with a weekend cartoon morning with my family and my dad. So I can't create the exact same feeling, but what I can do with digital media is provide something that he's going to enjoy that I feel is great for him to watch on Saturday mornings, and relive that experience in myself and foster that in him, because that made for a great childhood for me. So I feel like that's going to do great for him.
Give him some Beetleborgs.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh man, big bad Beetleborgs. Oh man,
there's one that Jay Leno on it, right?
Yeah, the blue guy,
the ghost.
Hey, Harry, thanks again for letting me hang out for a little bit. Z Klex, It was great to hang out with you again. Everybody else that I haven't met, thank you so much. I'm on the road for 250. I'm hoping to do that next giveaway is at 250 for my channel.
Okay,
I greatly appreciate it. My channel is an extension to this community, so I hope
if you want, drop a comment in the live chat if anyone wants to click on your name and over to your channel.
Well, drop your link, man.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that when I head out. I don't have a ton of content because I haven't found my hook, but my channel is my extension into this community to help build other people's channels and to help hang out and do other fun stuff. Greatly appreciate it. Pinkies out, guys.
I got an idea for you. You should do beard progression. One video a day, 20 seconds. Day one, day two.
The Comic Core family actually offered me a position on a Monday night show with a couple other people. So that's kind of the gimmick is every Monday night we're going to check on my beard too.
I would just do that. Just the whole entire year. It'd be cool if you just take a photo of yourself and just compile it as you go through the year.
That's a great idea. But
I see that all the time. People do that. I'm like,
those are pretty cool.
If you can do it, it's cool. But if you don't have time to do it, don't worry about it.
Yeah. Hey guys, I can't thank you guys enough. Thank you so much for the fun.
You're always welcome. Just let me know whenever you want to come on. You're more than welcome to come on, Mr. Andy.
Yeah, the great Friday night. Thank you. I hope everybody has a blessed weekend and a great weekend with their families.
Speaking of Friday night, why am I here? I should be watching Titans.
It's Titans. Oh yeah, Titans comes on every Friday, right? I need to start the second season. I heard Deathstroke's in there.
I didn't start saying that until season 2 actually would turn out to be great. The first season, I was like, why am I watching this?
I like the first season how it ended with, like, you see Dick go down that dark hole. Like, what does he kill Batman at the end?
Yeah, because he's under the influence.
He's under the influence, and he gives in to the darkness. I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, no, I like the show. I was really sick, so I couldn't sleep. So I was awake all night, and I binge watched the entire 7 because I had the 7-day free. The 7-day free pass. So I just sat there and I binge watched the entire season up until the last 2 episodes. I had to wait for the.
Yeah, watch that. Watch Doom Patrol.
Oh my god, Doom Patrol is awesome. When flexed.
Yeah,
in the middle of the street, and he's like, "Oh, I hit the wrong muscle."
The thing that drew me in was just having what's his name in there? The guy who plays Metal Man, Brandon Fraser, just swearing the whole entire every episode. I was like, "What the fuck?" Like I grew up with this guy like in The Mummy, where he was like,
The Mummy and Monkey Bone, and then he disappeared from Hollywood.
And then see him come back and just being like a totally like out of it's like Bob Saget. He's a nice guy, and
then he did a comedy show where he's like, "I fucked Kimmy Gimmler." I was like, "Oh my god, oh my god, you're supposed to be a wholesome father. What are you doing? You can't say that."
It's like, I'm not under contract by ABC anymore. I can be myself again. Freedom.
I can do coke again. Yes.
Oh man, and I can talk about it.
right.
Oh man.
Is that Danny Tanner? What are you doing?
I'm gonna.
That's one of my. Dude, that's one of my goals. Like my bucket list. Like it is not to do coke with him, but to have a beer with Danny Tanner. Although that if I'm already dying, that's my bucket list. Might as well give.
Well, I am going to head out. If anybody cares, I am going to drop a review tomorrow. Probably not. I'll probably drop it like Sunday. Honestly, who am I kidding? But yeah, yeah. Thanks for joining me, guys. It was awesome. Live streaming with you, Mr. Dr. V and Tank. I'm definitely going to be looking into your art. I don't follow many people on Instagram, so I threw you a follow. So I'm definitely going to be keeping my eye on your artwork, and I might have some commission piece. I actually have an idea. What would you be able to do with something like this? Because I like this sketch cover. If I were to send this to you,
hold on one second. Let me navigate back over there. Sure. Oh, something like that. Oh, yeah. Dude, I love. Yeah, no, I grabbed myself some. One. Yeah, I'd grab myself some good gel pens, and have at.
Oh, that sounds awesome. Yeah,
that'd be a lot of fun. You want color? I could buy a whole set of gel pens.
The best thing that's great is when you commissions and the person loves Deadpool, you can just do anything with Deadpool and they'll love it.
I'm a huge Ghost Rider fan. Like, Mark Texiera was the age which I got introduced to Ghost Rider. I followed him from the New Universe. Gosh, what was that? Cyforce?
I think I'm not sure.
Who's your favorite writer?
My favorite writer?
Yeah.
Ooh, Chuck Dixon, man.
No, I meant writer is like Ghost Rider. Sorry.
Oh, it's all about Johnny Blaze, dude. It's all about Johnny.
Exactly.
I like Rodriguez. He's cool character.
This one they just rebooted this one.
It goes for me. It goes Johnny Blaze, Danny Ketch, and then Rodriguez, Robbie Reyes, or whatever you call him.
Yeah, Robbie Reyes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like him. I like it. Although it's like yeah, I saw that look before. It's called Bleach.
Dude,
but it looks cool. I do like it.
Speaking of Ghost Riders, did you read the Ghost Rider tie-in to the Absolute Carnage?
No, I'm so far behind.
Oh my gosh!
Is it good?
Well, right now Danny Ketch is he came out of retirement to help out the other one. Her name is Angela. The other writer, the female writer, she's down in Brazil because the whole story of Absolute Carnage is back alive, and he's going after everybody who's wore a symbiote and just ripping their spines out because he wants to get their symbiote. Apparently, because when they leave behind, they leave behind like a little trace of the symbiote.
Codex.
Yeah, he's trying to. Yeah, so he was going after her, and so Danny Ketch was sent by Johnny Blaze, who's Johnny Blaze right now. Apparently, a spoiler if you don't know this, he's the ruler of hell.
Yeah, King of Hell, which they don't like it. The people in hell don't like it.
Yeah,
no, that's issue 2 comes out next week.
Yeah, at the end of this issue, though, she's like, because she goes back down there and he invites her there, and all the writers, whoever been a Ghost Rider, they're all at a bar. They're all just drinking. It's great. Even all the ones from like the early 1800s and all the ones and all that, they're all their classic uniforms and they're just drinking.
That's pretty awesome.
They have their own little corner.
All right, so yeah, no, I'm gonna end it because I'll keep talking for like another hour or so. I'm gonna bump the brakes. I hope everyone who watched had a good time, and we'll see you next Friday night. Peace.
Later.
And